Visit agshomesolutions.net and mention Pirate Radio to receive a $100 discount through the end of August. AG Home Solutions, turning your remodeling dreams into reality.
At U.S. Cellular, we believe you should get more of the latest 5G technology for less of your hard-earned money. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours. Any of our 5G phones with no trade-in or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Now that life is returning to normal, we have found a lot of good things that came from the pandemic. One of them is not having to go to the wireless store anymore. The Cellular Warehouse team has been in the business of delivering phones to your home and office for 20 years. People found out about our free delivery service and love the ease of getting a new phone, tablet, or hotspot. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 so you can start experiencing the joy of never going to a wireless store again. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
Blue 42! Blue 42! Unlike football, life doesn't take a timeout, and anything can happen at any time. Unfortunately, anything isn't always a good thing. You need auto and life coverage, and agents. There for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You need North Carolina Farm Bureau insurance. Timeout? Not even in our vocabulary.
Pirate fans, call Carlton Venters or Brandon Manning at 756-3007.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Your office deserves a proactive tech support approach instead of always reacting to issues after the damage is done. You need BizCare. BizCare tech support and cybersecurity plans keep you ahead of potential issues and much safer from cyber threats like ransomware. What's at your office? Call William today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
You can paint this with purple!
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Happy Game Day Eve to you and yours. Clip Brock inside the Pirate Radio studios on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live, our final Pirate Radio Live until kickoff of the 2021 ECU football season. We'll be with you 24 hours and 30 minutes from now on the Bud Light pregame tailgate Thursday at 3:30, getting you set for the 7:30 kickoff between the Pirates and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. We're breaking down that football game and a whole lot more on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930. You can find us online, pr927fm.com, and also watch us on Facebook Live and on YouTube. And we got a ton of great videos out on YouTube right now. Just dropped a new one to get you ready for the football season, featuring the Pirate Radio crew, Holton Ahlers and Mike Houston. But also we have post-practice comments from Mike Houston, Donnie Kirkpatrick, Blake Harrell, Pirate players. This program, The Brian Bailey Show, it's all there for you on YouTube if you are subscribed to Pirate Radio TV. All right, coming up on today's program, I had college football NFL writer Antwan Staley on 2 weeks ago to talk college football and NFL. I got so sidetracked with the NFL, we never got to college football. So we're bringing him back on today to preview week one and talk ECU App State and a whole lot more. He'll join us at 4 o'clock. The Voice, Jeff Charles, will be on the call with Kevin Monroe coming up tomorrow night at Bank of America Stadium. Jeff Charles will join us in the 4 o'clock hour. Former ECU tight end will be with us, Bryce Williams, in the 5 o'clock hour. We'll also hear comments from Appalachian State head coach Sean Clark, Donnie Kirkpatrick, and Blake Harrell, the OC and DC for ECU football. Shirley Rhodes is here. Chandler Honeycutt also here. And Mike Mullis joins us to kick things off inside the Pirate Radio studios. How you doing, Mully?
Good, buddy. How are you?
I'm good.
Am I here now?
We did a full switcherooski.
Let's see. Is this better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds much better. Okay, we had some microphones crossed up.
We got we did a little sword fighting here in the studio. Things got crossed up, and now we're ready to go. Look at Shirley.
You know what's funny?
All-site producer.
It was honestly, I was listening to you open the show, and I was like, man, maybe these headphones just need to be turned up. But no, I think this is perfect now.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Mully, happy game day eve to you. Love the shirt.
Well, thanks. Yeah, love yours too. Bro.
Fixed NC.
Yeah.
Restore, renew, maintain.
Yeah.
Call us first.
Game day eve.
It is.
It's cool.
Unless you're a UAB or Jacksonville State fan, and it is game day.
That's right. It I know we had week 0 last week, but it didn't even. It kind of didn't feel.
They don't count.
Yeah, it didn't
can't. It's
different.
football, but it don't count.
But it wasn't East Carolina, so it was even less relevant. But yeah, man, it's awesome. It's cool.
You can chime in on Twitter or on Facebook Live, or give us a call 317-1250. Steve Hill said, "Is that supposed to be funny?" Thank you, Steve, for that.
Was that supposed to be funny?
Yeah,
that's a classic liner. John Moody says, "Clip." Let's go! John Moody, I believe, en route, or he might be in Charlotte. He'll give us a on-the-scene weather report coming up on Thursday.
Sweet.
Mully, how those chicken wings doing? You were telling us.
Oh no, I mean they're gonna be ready to go. Ready to go.
What kind of sauce?
Are you a dry rub or are you a sauce guy?
No, we have a special sauce at home. It's called Dad sauce, and decide. Yeah.
So it is a sauce, not a dry.
Correct.
I like my favorite wings in town were the O'Cool's Caribbean jerk wings.
Sure, good.
R.I.P. And I was like, Linus, we're making some wings. Could you give us some of that dry rub you use? He gave it to me in a bag, and it looked like I had like a bag of pot, taking it home. And he was like, well, sure, you can have some, Clip, but you can just buy it at Food Line. It's just right. Like, I thought they had something special going on.
Some proprietary sauce.
Yeah, I was like finding out,
No, we have a house sauce, and actually have a good friend that makes a sauce that is just unbelievable. So we kind of mix it up.
All right. Mike Mullis is here. We will talk. The rundown says game day eve. We'll start there. So coming up 3:30, we'll be with you Thursday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We'll talk to the voice Jeff Charles, the voice of App State Adam Whitten. You'll hear comments from ECU coaches, players. We got Double B Brian Bailey, Billy Weaver, Brian North, Stephen Igo, Ronnie Woodward, and
lots of folks.
I mean, I probably left some people out. It's going to be a great way to get you ready for kickoff.
You know what's funny to me is I do peruse social media at times, and I saw a post yesterday that I couldn't help but respond to, and it was that somebody stating the fact that East Carolina really needs to take App State seriously. And I'm like, first off, East Carolina probably is going to take everybody seriously, at least needs to, and let's not feel like App State is beneath us. So I found that to be comical. But
I got a lot of text and also comments on the show yesterday about Billy Weaver saying this is Appalachian State Super Bowl, which I had to vehemently disagree with.
I can't even see how that would even be.
Not a great take by Weave.
No, that's it's almost tragic.
Tragic take.
I wanted to say comical, but it's really Weave. You're better than that. But no, I think Appalachian State's had pretty good success here in recent history. So I think this should be a good football game, and quite frankly, should be a game that's regularly on the schedule for both teams, both programs. I think it's a good test for both teams for where their conferences are and where they need to be to compete in things that are relevant for the success of their season. So, no, I think it's great. I think it is a good matchup, and the other thing that I'm very curious about, and obviously with South Carolina coming up on the horizon, was this quarterback situation that South Carolina has where they're playing a grad assist at quarterback, which it's not like the dude was just a student, became a grad. He's got 4 years of quarterback experience under his belt, but both of those are interesting storylines, and I hope we get to see the grad assist when East Carolina plays them.
Mike on Facebook Live says, I don't believe that this is App Super Bowl.
That's pretty good.
That's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
So there you go, Mike. Last night I posted, I wanted to look back at last time ECU played App and look at some of the names. and I posted it. Chip Thompson. I like Chip. He had a very good sense of humor, but he was very shy. He wouldn't talk a whole lot. But he had a scoop and score, 45-yard touchdown. Andrew Bodenheimer caught a touchdown pass. This is 2012, Mully. Who was the quarterback?
Oh, God, 12. I have no idea.
It's kind of a trick question. This is Rio Johnson started the opener and then started at South Carolina. That's the game he got benched, and then Shane Carden took over for the next 3 years.
I knew with your love affair with Carden, I knew that somehow it would circle back to Shane Carden.
Now, let's speak on that. Love affair with Shane Carden?
It seems like he's your, do you have a poster of his? Or do you have the Carden?
Are you mistaking me with somebody else?
No, I'm pretty sure you.
I don't even know if he's my all-time favorite ECU QB. I mean, that'd probably be Garrard.
Okay.
I mean, I like Shane Carden.
Okay, well, I mean,
wait a minute. Are you jealous that I like him more than you?
No, that's not.
No, I see where we're going.
No. You should. I mean, he is he's an all-timer.
How about my good buddy Mike Mullis? This is why I told my wife. This is why Mully is one of my favorite people of all time. You called me yesterday morning, which, by the way...
So at least you're now admitting that you recognize that I called you yesterday morning. And by morning, it was 10 o'clock. I mean, that's still morning, but for most of us, that's...
Anything before... you called me yesterday. What do you...
Okay. Anyway, continue your story.
You don't have to just pick apart every word I say.
Continue your story.
You can, but you don't have to. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I apologize. And I texted you last night and said, hey... Can you either be on the phone at 3:20 or come by at 3? And you said I could do either one, but you didn't call me back, and that's when I saw. And I was like, damn, I'm sorry, man. I apologize. Can I call you now, or has the moment passed? And Mully said, call me now. I called Mully. It immediately goes to voicemail, and as I'm hearing him say, you've reached Mike Mullis, the phone vibrates. I get a text, and he said, sorry, can't talk right now. I mean, and I just I laughed. It was a true LOL moment. No. You messed with the best. That's what happened. That was great.
No, I was actually.
I gotta use that one. Can I use that one?
Sure, help
you. Is that trademark?
Sure, no, help you.
That's a great.
I actually was calling you, and this is airworthy, to comment on the breakdown with you and Troy the day before in the 5 o'clock hour of the show the night before or the day before, and you were asking whatever the question was. And Troy just went on this.
I asked him who's going to win the game Thursday night.
Yeah.
And
it went about
the Holton was born. And
I was waiting to hear the Hallmark movie music playing in the background, like the harps, and it was.
Cliff, before you get to this game, in 1907, ECTC was
we lined up and played a game in the Dust Bowl somewhere south of Bethel.
He went pretty deep on his prediction.
So anyway, that was what I was calling about. I happened to be hearing the replay as that was going on. I said, I got to call Clip on this one.
Mike Mullis, do you want to throw out a prediction? I know you've scouted both teams.
Oh, I like the Pirates to win. I think it's going to be a Pirate win by like 3.
That made Chandler and I go,
It's all about one thing: stopping the run. Yeah, stop the run. Yeah. I mean, otherwise, I think we got plenty of offense. But can we stop the run?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's and quite frankly, to game plan for them, I'm sure that's it's. You go into the defensive rooms and you're like, hey guys, guess what we got to do? We got to stop the run.
Do we sell out and make that quarterback beat us?
And put your corners out there and say, okay, if they're just better than you, then we're gonna lose a game.
Yeah.
But if you can lock these guys down on the corners, just don't let anybody smoke you over the top and stop the run.
Stop the run. That is the message. All right.
And by stop the run, I mean somewhere they can't have but like 200 yards rushing.
Mully, when you were playing and then went into baseball coaching, how much did you talk about the chip on the shoulder, the edge? Did you look across the dugout and say, that guy's looking at us wrong, we need to take it out? Did you play mad?
No. Not my deal.
Well,
I mean, if you got to talk about it, is it really there?
I bring that up because everybody seems to be looking for a slight, for an edge. And if you want one, you got one. Shirley, do you have Frank Ponce, the Appalachian State offensive coordinator? He was talking recently about his quarterback, Chase Bryce, and had a bit of a slip-up. Let's hear that in a moment.
I have the slip-up only. You want the whole thing?
Give us the slip-up. We'll write our own story around it.
You tell me.
Yeah, get the whole thing.
Okay, all right. Give me 2 seconds here.
Here's the deal, though. If you're a Pirate player, your edge is we didn't win before football games last year, and we finished on a high.
Just look at the previous few years.
Yeah, what else do you need?
You need this.
Change the tradition.
Huh?
Change the tradition.
Slow down. Mully, don't get upset with me.
Is that supposed to be funny?
That sounds just like a recording.
Now we got it live in studio. All right, do we have the comments, Shirley?
Well, I don't know where you put it because it's not in the folder.
Okay. All right.
So what did he say, Clip? Can you just clean this up?
I got the slip up, though.
All right, just sit it.
Oh, no. Here it is. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
We talked about this, and that's the biggest thing with him is just to stay even key and understand the one thing that every play, it's not going to be a home run. So take what the defense gives you and manage the game, and we'll be fine. So, man, I think he understands that. He's done a real good job in practice and throughout fall camp, taking what the defense gives him. And that's the biggest improvement that he's made from when he got here to where we're at now, getting ready for Eastern Carolinas, that he is now understanding that every play is not going to have to be a deep ball or a home run, that we're going to just take what the defense gives you.
All right, hold on. What did he say there? Was it
Eastern Carolina?
Did he say
Eastern Carolina?
Eastern Carolina.
Oh, boy, if that doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what will. Come on, man.
I knew you were going to react like that.
Well, he didn't read the media guide.
This is fan service. The fans are going to.
Oh boy, let's go just storm Boone right now. Let's not even wait for the game. Is that not an expectation that that's going to happen? It's
not from an opposing coach.
Well, you know what? He screwed himself up. He should have just said ECU.
Yeah.
And not even, and that dude's, I don't know, maybe his first, second year. I mean, whatever.
What's so hard with saying East Carolina?
I'm not saying it's a huge deal or that he did it on purpose. He made a mistake, and it is a slight. But, okay, Mully, well, do you want me to start talking about 4-star virtual?
Oh, what about, I don't care as long as you're talking about us.
Fifth star virtual?
So moreover, how do we know he didn't do that on purpose just to say, watch these idiots?
Listen, I'm going to tune in to Pirate Radio. Clip Bryce going to lose his mind today.
Well, first off, in everything, like as it relates to barbecue sauce, it's Eastern Carolina. It's not a slight. It's not a slight
if you do it on purpose. It's like, but it's not it's not like a great insult or anything.
No, it's not. It's slight. Yeah. Said anywhere else, you're like, do you think Western Kentucky gets West Kentucky and gets all fired up?
I don't care.
Okay.
They're hilltoppers.
Boy, I tell you what, if that doesn't get you fired up, though, you don't have a heart in your chest.
I wasn't ready for game day until now. And now I am ready. That's what I needed to get fired up.
Put you right over the top.
The old Eastern Carolina.
I hope they played that before practice today, so there was a super spirited practice.
Everybody's like, did he say it? I can't. And
there was probably one or two guys that are we not? I thought we were just ECU.
Look, it happens more from recruits than it does from journalists.
That's correct. That ECU. You can't mess that up.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Josh says, Clip, what are your thoughts on Cam Newton joining Bishop Sycamore? My thoughts are, that's supposed to be funny.
Was that supposed to be funny?
Yeah, I actually saw that little meme earlier, and I was like, this is good for a chuckle.
Yeah. It's been around for a couple of days now.
Yeah.
Steve says, hopefully we beat App Tech.
Good one, Steve.
I tell you what, the viewers are bringing it today.
Yeah,
you're not that guy, pal. Trust me, you're not that guy.
Got some Don Rickles out there
coming with the thunder. I did think that the Cam Newton situation's a pretty interesting one, though.
Well, so Bill Belichick, I guess, said that it was not COVID related, vaccination related.
You know what? It's amazing that we can politicize, or however you want to create a side of vaccinated, not vaccinated, and relate it to football.
This is not political. This is
no. I'm not saying us in this room. I'm saying that is the first. Dan Patrick was the first to ask that question. He goes, "You think that had anything to do with it?" He was talking to some.
I think it's a good question,
but it's not that. That can't be the leading reason that they cut Cam Newton. They cut Cam Newton because Josh McDaniels better, and Cam Newton don't want to be a backup.
Josh McDaniels,
Mac
Jones. I'm sorry,
and Josh McDaniels likes him more,
right,
as a quarterback. But I think it's a factor. And going forward this year, we're about to play a football game because like everybody on our team just about is vaccinated, so you don't have to go through testing and worry about this stuff.
Correct, and that's the reason they want to. I mean, make no mistake about it. It's not about the effectiveness or ineffectiveness.
Oh, hell no.
It's because it changes the whole testing protocol.
I'm being selfish about it too. I want people to get vaccinated so I can watch football.
Right.
That's what I care about, watching football.
But what I'm saying is the general media has made it into a a much bigger. Is it part of the decision? I mean, maybe. Possibly.
Yeah.
Do you think Bill Belichick really cares? If he thought that Cam Newton was the guy that could help him win football games, he wouldn't care what he had.
I agree, but it's like, okay, if he's borderline, you're going to make your pros and cons.
That's the whole thing. Is I think it wasn't even borderline. I think
you had the thing last week where he
just missed the test.
He missed 5 days,
and Bill Belichick said it was no big deal, but if it was, he wouldn't come out and say it was. So maybe they were tired of his mess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, though, we talked about this yesterday. The former Panthers quarterback joining the Cowboys.
I saw that.
I think that is completely possible.
Will Greer did sign with the Cowboys.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Good one, Clip.
Thank you. Hey, that was supposed to be funny.
No, that was good. That was good how you did that.
So Will Greer is a Cowboy. But
they cut both their backups yesterday, right?
Yeah, they still have. Damn, I can't remember his name.
They cut Danucci.
They cut Danucci and Garrett Gilbert.
Yeah, that's right.
But they have one more, then I can't remember his name. He sucks.
And I thought as that timing unfolded, I was like, well, there's where Cam Newton's going.
Yeah, but he didn't want to be a backup.
Well, I don't think with Dak Prescott, anybody's going to be a backup very long. I mean, just watching Dak Prescott try to throw right now, it is... And, they selectively show whatever they want to show.
Yeah.
But it's not overly aggressive.
I heard on CBS Radio this morning something that you said yesterday on the show, Clip, is that they believe that Cam Newton would just kind of sit back, relax, not worry about signing with anybody right now, but kind of sit back and wait for some kind of injury to happen somewhere in the National Football League where he can sign and people can go, all right, well, Cam Newton's right there. Let's sign him and go with him while this guy is injured, or if he's injured for the rest of the year. So, I thought about what you said yesterday on the show, and I think that makes the most sense.
He could either go into a good spot and start, or he could rot if nobody gets hurt and might not ever play football again. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think his best option, though, is to just chill.
I don't know. I mean, in today's NFL, I mean, it takes time to learn systems and all these things, and it's not like Cam Newton is a guy that's just a plug and play type quarterback. He kind of is his own genre.
Yeah, his genre. I like that. All right, Mully, can you hang out another segment?
Sure.
I love your enthusiasm. All right, when we return, more college football talk, got some more NFL news, and maybe some baseball. We'll talk some golf as well with Mike Mullis when we return on Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
Hey Birdland, experience an Orioles game this season with the convenience and privacy of your very own suite. Choose from an array of options and prices to gather with family and friends or entertain clients. Each suite features climate-controlled interior seating, a private restroom, and comfortable outside seating. Plus, enjoy the best views of Camden Yards. Suites can accommodate 8 to 22 guests. Capacity is limited, so select your dates and purchase tickets now. Learn more about single-game suites at Orioles.com/suites.
There are times in our lives when we feel like we have hit rock bottom with nowhere to go, but that is actually when God is closest to us and building us into who we are meant to be. Hi, I'm Holt Nailers, and that's how Built When Broken was formed. BuiltWhenBroken.com is an apparel brand to remind people not only where they've come from, but also where they are going. Visit BuiltWhenBroken.com to get the latest BWB apparel, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. BuiltWhenBroken.com, apparel for our walk through life.
In studio with Gloria from Kinetic Physical Therapy. Gloria, what is cryotherapy?
Cryotherapy is when your body is exposed to extremely cold but therapeutic temperatures for several minutes. It has many benefits, including decreased pain, decreased inflammation, increased energy, and improved overall wellness. That's why at Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we offer a wide variety of services, including cryotherapy. So whether you're an athlete or whether you just want to give your health a boost, cryotherapy will help to ensure that you're feeling great and living well. So come chill with us and you'll be back for more.
UBE and PirateWear.com has all your back-to-school needs, and it's the place to shop for students of all ages. They carry ECU notebooks, binders, and backpacks, as well as umbrellas and rain jackets for that eastern North Carolina weather. And don't forget about their textbook department, where you can rent, buy, or sell your books year-round. And they also price match. And visit their social media pages, where there's almost always a Win It Wednesday going on throughout the school year. Stop by UBE or PirateWear.com, where there's new shipments arriving daily with lower prices than their competitors. Proud to be serving the Pirate Nation for over 50 years.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
Hi, this is Todd Mitchum with Mercer Glass, Eastern North Carolina's most complete glass company. Mercer Glass specializes in windows, shower doors, auto glass, and mirrors. We can install or repair almost anything made of glass in your home or business. So give us a call at Mercer Glass. That's 752-5101. That's 752-5101.
Pirate Radio is the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Got damage? Damage from wood rot? Fixed. Damage from smoke or fire? Fixed. Damage caused by water? Fixed. If you've got damage, use a contractor that works for you and not your insurance company. Visit fixednc.com today or call 999-0001. That's 3 9s, 3 zeros, and a 1. Fixed NC. Restore, renew, maintain. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live. Just saw this tweet. Found it interesting. Zach Womack, great trainer.
Yeah.
At ECU. Somebody had posted, what do you use for... do you keep anything around to help with cramps? And Zach responded and said, Sour Patch Kids.
Really?
And he said, let me read. Actually, they're Warheads, not Sour Patch Kids. Warheads.
Same difference.
The extreme sourness and bitterness have worked well for my guys when they cramp.
That's like a mustard package.
He said something about mustard.
Yeah, yellow mustard.
Salty Gator lights.
Yeah, electrolytes. Gatorade electrolytes. Little packets.
And nasty tasting cramp stopping options work. So
speaking of mustard,
what do you just take a mustard pack to the head, to the dome? And
yep. Mully, do you like mayo?
Oh, great question.
Yeah.
Team Mayo.
Nice.
Duke's Mayo Classic coming up on Thursday night.
I didn't know where that was going, Chandler. I've never...
We talked about it the other day on the show. We went around the horn and asked if you like mayo.
Yeah.
Not a lot of Mayo fans around here.
I know.
But
I am a Duke's mayonnaise, like Duke's.
That's your brand?
Yep, that's Duke's.
You're a Duke's guy. You're a Duke's man.
I'm a Heinz ketchup guy.
Are you pretty loyal to your brands?
Uh-huh.
All right. Tonight, the Montgomery kickoff going on in the great state of Alabama. It'll be UAB and Jacksonville State. It's football. It's on at night on ESPN. Will you be watching?
I feel sure I will.
Yeah.
At some point.
How about, you mentioned week 0. How much did you catch of that?
A fair amount.
Really?
Yeah. But I mean, I was extremely busy. I had like one on the weekend, but I was kind of bouncing around, and between that and the golf, obviously one of the greatest finishes in the golf tournament in the history of my fanship. But
we'll get there, bro, in a moment. But this,
by the way, go ahead. I'll hold this for the golf section.
This Saturday, the lineup is tremendous.
Yes.
There are some great matchups.
I mean, I can't wait for that Clemson-Georgia game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be awesome.
Who wins?
Clemson.
They win the Dukes Mayo Classic.
They do.
Part 2. You want to go ahead and get the golf?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. I didn't watch it. Chandler and Mully, y'all were talking. I followed it online or whatever.
No, it was awesome. The highlight of the day Sunday, though, was my hole-in-one at Ironwood.
Your hole-in-one?
Yeah.
How many is that for you?
That's 2 in like the last 6 months. Something like that.
2 for you?
Yeah.
What hole?
Number 8.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a good hole.
So when you do that, do you have to buy
Yes. So I won $5 and it cost me $200.
But you got the story.
Yeah.
How visible is it? Can you see it?
No, it's an uphill par 3, and everybody that plays any golf in the area knows that hole. It's a diabolical par 3. It's a very difficult hole.
You would have won $10,000 in the golf tournament that I played in this weekend.
Well, it more interestingly, and I have to be honest because there were witnesses, obviously, is that it wasn't the most majestic shot you've ever seen. It was one of my playing partners kind of got distracted by something else and went to make a comment as I was kind of at the top of my backswing. So I pulled up a little bit and caught the ball a little bit thin.
Wow.
So it kind of kept it low.
Mm-hmm.
So are you going to
go? You sculled it.
But not a full skull. It was kind of a middle of the equator. If it was a skull, it wouldn't have gone far.
Right.
Are you going with the Barkley from now on, since maybe that works for you, the hitch or whatever?
No. This was, no.
It's like Happy Gilmore. He's like pumping up the crowd.
Yeah.
They're trying to quiet down the crowd.
My playing partner apologized, and I said, "No, man, don't worry about it. I think it's so he gets an assist on that." But when I hit it, I said, "Now it's dead on line. It might go in." And sure enough, we got up there, and it was a no.
Congrats, Mully.
Yeah, cool.
That's fantastic.
And then there was a pretty good deal on the PGA Tour or whatever.
Every golfer's dream, right there, hole-in-one.
So this weekend it is the Tour Championship. And Harold Varner III. Unfortunately, man, he made a run.
He made a great run.
Now you kind of look back and say if he'd have finished better in a random tournament back in June, he would have been there. But
I think that's indicative of maybe him learning to be on that stage. I mean, because he put 2 good weeks in a row, minus literally 1 shot the week before on 18 where he hits the ball out of bounds. Otherwise, had a great weekend or great week, and then he follows it up with a really strong performance and 7 under on his final round on Sunday. And I mean, that's about all he can ask for. And you're right, he's got to put himself in a better position further back in the year to gain that ranking, which would have potentially allowed him to move on. But going into that tournament this past weekend, he knew he had to finish top 3 to even be able to advance. So
at one point on Thursday, he was, I think he was in first, but at one point he was 3rd, and I looked at the live update, and it had put him like right at 30.
30, yeah.
And then he was tied for 4th, and it literally had him 1 spot, 31.
That's it, right. He was to that point where it was that close. It was that tight of a margin. But I'm not mistaken, and we were talking about it the other day. I think this might be enough to get him in the Masters. Somebody else out there may know, but I think it's kind of a top 50 end of the year deal. Gets him into the Masters. So anyway, yeah, he had a great end of the season, and I guess he's due to be in town here before long for the Pirate Cup and maybe at a football game. So yeah, cool.
He'll be at the game on Thursday night in Charlotte.
Oh, is he going?
He told us on Pirate Radio. He said even if he was in the event, which is in Atlanta,
yeah, he could have made the game.
He said, I said, one way or the other, you'll either be watching football or playing golf. He said, if I'm in that golf event, I can make it to Charlotte, come back, play golf the next day. I'll be fine. So,
yeah,
unfortunately, he won't.
Would you have access to
MJ's private jet.
Little better modes of travel. I'm sure you can make that happen.
He's got the Jumpman jet. I guess he can hop in. Do you like? I know we talked about where this ranks amongst the majors, Mully, but do you like the way this is decided? Do you like the
spotting them shots?
Yeah,
it's really hokey for golf. Like, you just don't think of golf doing those types of things. So it does come across.
For example, Patrick Cantlay is 2 shots ahead of Tony Finau before the tournament begins.
Right, but he's 10 shots ahead of the field.
3 shots Bryson, 4 shots Rahm, and then everybody else, a lot of guys.
He's 10 up on.
Yeah.
So outside of the top 10, he's 10 up on. So it's
thanks for coming and playing, but you're probably not going to win.
But you're probably not going to win the FedEx Cup, or most likely. But there's still a lot of money to be won in this tournament.
Yeah.
So, but Rahm still, at least last I heard with the odds, Rahm is still the guy picked to win.
Wow.
The FedEx Cup. So, does it add a little something? Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. It's a little bit hokey for my taste.
I think you should take the worst golfers on the tour this year, give them a stroke advantage, and see what happens. Okay.
No. Bad idea.
Bad idea. I'm full of those. All right. Anything else going on, Mully? Major League Baseball. I got a text late last night. It was just a one-word expletive from a Braves fan. I was like, uh-oh, what's going on? I wasn't following. Ozzie Albies left the game, had to be carried off, but he fouled a ball off his knee or whatever, so he's going to be okay. Not a huge deal, but the Braves lost their second in a row to Clayton McCullough's L.A. Dodgers.
I think the only thing interesting, or not the only thing, the most interesting thing right now is the 2 thumbs down deal, and then kind of seeing what, like, all of a sudden are the Mets playing inspired baseball. I mean,
if this turns it around, I'm gonna be so pissed
they've got like a 3%, and heading into the week they had like a 3% chance to make the playoffs, and now all of a sudden they've put a few games together. They had a walk-off last night.
So Baez didn't start yesterday after the whole thing, and then he comes in the 8th inning, pinch hits. Everybody's booing him. Next inning, he scores the game-winning run.
Pete Alonso.
Everybody's celebrating, having fun.
Right. It's how short the memories are.
Yeah.
But is this going to be the thing that propels them to then all of a sudden?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but this is how stuff happens, and all of a sudden you look up and they find their way into the playoffs.
If Jacob deGrom magically is able to come back, maybe. But outside of that.
Well, he's thrown. No. Syndergaard threw. Syndergaard threw a rehab assignment, right?
They're always rehabbing.
They are always rehabbing, you're right.
They are constantly in rehab. All right.
I just saw this, too, on the TV screen. Something that was interesting to me. Tulane is practicing football at University of Alabama.
So I've been watching Friday Night Lights, which nobody in the world, I see that it's one of the most popular shows ever. Everybody I asked has never seen it, including you, right?
Every time I get on Netflix, it pops up there as like a popular on Netflix.
And you're like, no, I'm not watching that crap.
It's not that. It's like, oh yeah, I need to watch that. I'll watch it tomorrow. And
so the
recycles.
A rival high school,
Bishop Sycamore.
Bishop Sycamore burned down. And the kids had to go over practice, share a locker room. That's what it reminded me of. But in that one, you had guys peeing on people's clothes and doing all this stuff. I don't think that's happening between Tulane
and I was going to finish my point that Tulane being...
I think my point was way better.
What I took away from the picture of the Tulane guys practicing at Alabama, they took like a team picture on the Alabama logo. Like it was almost like... the JV
bring your kid to work day.
Yeah, it was almost like a like a field trip. Like, hey guys, we get to go to Alabama and practice, and hey, let's get a big group picture here before we leave. But
can we use the 92-inch TV? No, you can use the 74.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it was just funny to me. I couldn't help but think, wonder who it was that said, hey, before everybody, hey, let's gather up here. We're going to take a team picture. And then they did some kind of hand sign, like, I don't know, like number 1 or something. And it was like, I don't know. I would have felt strange about that as a coach or as a competitor. I'd be like, man, screw them. They missed on me.
Did you see where the Saints Packers are going to open up? In Jacksonville, I believe, right? Jacksonville, Florida.
Duval.
That is the one. So Aaron Rodgers and company will be outdoors when they take on Jameson the Saints week 1 coming up next Sunday, Mully.
And I guess our buddy Corey Glore his game has been moved to Norman.
Yes.
That's right.
Storm and Norman.
Yeah.
Next Thursday, Cowboys and Bucks kick off the regular season coming up tomorrow night. It's the Pirates and the Mountaineers. Mully likes ECU to win by 3. What total is in the mid to upper 50s, Mully? What are you thinking about points being scored?
How many
does ECU need to win?
I was going to say I think I may take the over on that.
Okay.
I think ECU's going to need to score
mid-30s.
Yeah, I was going to say low to mid-30s.
Yeah. We shall see. I can't wait.
I think the better, maybe a prop bet is, will Dak Prescott end their first game as the starter? Will he even make it through the first game?
I think he's better than you think he is.
I think he's made of glass.
And then it's Will Greer time?
Yeah, or maybe then it becomes Cam Newton time.
It could. It very well could.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, Mully.
No, I'm not leaving right now.
You got to go.
The third storm of the day.
It is raining sideways.
It is. All right. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back when we return. Let's hear what the head football coach of Appalachian State has to say about facing the East Carolina Pirates, Sean Clark.
Eastern Carolina.
Yeah, my apologies. Eastern Carolina Pirates. Eastern Carolina Tigers. That is on the way. Sean Clark's comments when we return after this.
Save lives, be a hero, and make $1,000 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. At Grifols, it adds up fast. New donors can earn up to $1,000 in your very first month. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA, 505 South Memorial Drive, Greenville. Find your donor center at grifolsplasma.com. Make up to $1,000 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay.
Down East Wood Ducks baseball is back. Come out Saturday, September 4th for the Patriotic Jersey Giveaway, presented by Lenoir Community College. Get your tickets now at woodducksbaseball.com or call the Wood Ducks offices at 252-686-5164. See you at Granger Stadium for Wood Ducks baseball. Go Woodies!
Hello folks, this is Jamie Lane with Carolina Hardscapes and Mulch. We believe that making memories with your family and friends is what life is all about. If you have a dream of having a backyard patio, fireplace, pool, walkways, fire pits, or more, then Carolina Hardscapes is the place to call at 364-1201. You can stop by our outdoor showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic Sugg Furniture. At Carolina Hardscapes, we look forward to making your backyard the place to be. Find us on the web at carolinahardscapesandmulch.com.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
I can't live another day without air conditioning. Either you get it fixed or I'm out of here.
What? We have fans. Come on, hon. It's not that bad.
I am hot. The kids are hot. Even the dog is hot. Get the AC fixed or get a new train system installed.
Fine. I'll call Delcor, the service professionals. Is that okay, babe?
Yes. Just do it. Like now. Replace our old system or else I may replace you.
Okay. I'll call today and get a new train system because, it's hard to stop a train.
Mom, are you really going to replace Dad?
No, he just needs to know who's boss around here.
You're the boss, Mom.
Right now, get $50 off your AC repair by mentioning the code #BeCool. Or go to DelcorINC.com for special train financing offers.
Delcor, the service professionals and marriage savers.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Are you starting to plan your holiday travel for this year? Book today on American Airlines at PGV and enjoy the friendly convenience of flying from your local airport. American Airlines and PGV. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
This is ECU basketball coach Joe Dooley, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The best place in Greenville to unwind after work and have fun is AJ McMurphy's. AJ's has daily food and drink specials and an awesome patio, perfect for some outdoor dining. And there's something for everyone every weeknight, including sports trivia with our very own Clip Rock. AJ's has live music every Friday and Saturday with no cover, and brunch every Sunday. Make today an AJ's Day. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All right, we got a great game planned for you tonight. 30 college football questions to get you ready for the upcoming college football season. It'll be going on 8 o'clock at AJ McMurphy, so come on out. Have a good time. We'll have college football on the projector screen as Jacksonville State takes on UAB, and we're going to have a ton of fun tonight.
I'm excited, but I'm going to have to try to focus on two different things. I've got my fantasy draft at 7. That'll carry on into the kickoff at 8 for trivia. But I'm excited about the college football, the plethora of college football questions.
A plethora.
Tonight at AJ's. And tomorrow at AJ's, they're going to have a kickoff to the season tailgate starting at 4 o'clock. They'll have food at 6. So go out and enjoy some great food and fun at AJ's to get the season started. ECU App State tomorrow night, 7:30.
Good stuff. And surely we'll be debuting our Buccaneer scoreboard, the Buck scoreboard. And I got a few scores right now.
Go for it.
On the Buck scoreboard.
Go for it.
The Cardinals beat the Reds earlier today 5-4. Right now the Rangers lead the Rockies in the 4th inning 5-2, scoreless between San Diego and Arizona in the 1st inning. And once again, coming up tonight, you've got Jacksonville State and UAB in Montgomery, Alabama. That begins at 7:30, and that is a look at our Buck scoreboard, which will be giving out some scores coming up tomorrow during the Bud Light pregame tailgate. I'm not sure what time the first game kicks off on Thursday, but we'll definitely have some score updates for you in the U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show, because there's a lot of good action coming up on Thursday night outside of East Carolina and App State. Looking at the schedule, 6:30, we'll give some updates on Temple and Rutgers.
And that game is sold out, by the way.
In Piscataway?
Yep.
How about that?
That game is sold out because that's the first time.
Has got them fired up.
Yeah, well, that's the first time that they're going to have a crowd. Because remember, last year they couldn't have any people in the stands. So this is the first, I guess you could say, in-person game for a lot of folks, and that game has been sold out.
Interesting. The Citadel in Coastal Carolina go at 7 o'clock on ESPN Plus. Boise State and UCF will be at 7 o'clock. So we'll have a few moments to give you score updates on that one. NC State and South Florida play at 7:30 on ESPN Network. Minnesota hosts number 4 Ohio State at 8 o'clock on Thursday night. At Neyland Stadium, it'll be Tennessee and Bowling Green at 8 o'clock on the SEC Network. A couple of late games. Damon Magazoo's UNLV running Rebels take on Eastern Washington at 10 o'clock. Southern Utah, Arizona State at 10:30. So some late night college football on a Thursday going on. I'm really excited, and I'm not upset about this because I'll take ECU kicking off the season, but I am kind of bummed out. This is Pirate Radio party season. This would
Let's not talk about that.
In a normal year, this would be Pirate Radio Party Eve.
That would be correct.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll have a return of that next season.
Yes, I
before
hope
the season begins. But that, it's a bit of a bummer. It's always
it's so much fun.
The party of the year.
It gets the Pirate Nation a chance to come together and celebrate the new year. It's pretty much like a New Year's party for football season, and it's always so much fun over there at the Hilton. So, yeah, hopefully we'll be back at it next year.
I got some A.G. Cox football news.
Uh-oh.
I don't have any names or anything, but my wife just texted me. Lily just told me an A.G. Cox football player is on probation for taking his mama's car on a joyride. So,
those A.G. Cox.
Hey, the Raiders. The bad boys.
Those darn middle school kids.
Taking the car for a little joyride. And that'll
Who
hopefully.
hasn't done that?
Hopefully it's not
as
an
a middle
impact
schooler.
player. Yeah.
On probation.
I never did that, I gotta say.
Someone did steal your car and take your dad's car for a
That's
joyride.
I did it in college, but not well, you know how like those little, what do they used to call those, tow pros? They're kind of like mini little, I don't know what they're called. They're kind of like.
Holy moly, he was going 92 miles per hour allegedly.
Whoa. Oh my
All right, this story isn't funny anymore. Go ahead, Shirley.
I forget. Have you ever seen the smaller vehicles? They're like, I don't know what they're called. They're kind of like gators on steroids, probably. They've got a covered front so that, and then it has like a little flatbed in the back. But they're smaller vehicles, like you could fit one down this alleyway in between our building and the one next door. But anyway, they used to call them tow pros. I don't know if they still call them that or not. But when I was in college, that's what the security on campus, the campus police, would drive around in, and they were notorious for leaving the keys in them. And so we would hop in and take it for a little joyride and leave it behind. And
you can get into some serious trouble doing that.
Yeah, I know. But the statute...
You were a rebel, Shirley Rose.
The statute of limitations has gone way past.
Well, you know what? It's game day eve for middle school football. Maybe he was just trying to go around Winterville and, go Raiders!
It's a miracle that kid didn't wreck a car driving at 92 miles an hour.
All right, all this is allegedly and according to my daughter, who probably was told by somebody at lunch.
It's that middle school drama.
You know how that middle school gossip
It's a bad game of telephone.
Did you hear what Johnny did? He took his mom's car.
92 miles per hour
into a ditch.
Yeah. Let's hear what Sean Clark has to say about his football team and taking on the Pirates. He's the head football coach of the Appalachian State Mountaineers. You think that'll get people mad on their side?
You better calm down, sir.
The App State Mountaineers. Here were his opening comments earlier this week.
Very exciting time for us right here at Appalachian State to kick off the 2021 season. And it's going to be a great game in state, East Carolina. And it's great for our state, and I hope in time we can do more of these. I think it's great for the fans, easy travel for both parties, East Carolina and Appalachian State. Got a lot of respect for Coach Houston and what he's done. He's a North Carolina native, Coach Lenore Ryan, the Citadel, James Madison, where he won a national championship, and now he's at East Carolina. If you look at his record, through his coaching record as a head coach, this is his third year he's always trying to turn the corner. And he's a really good football coach, and the way his team plays speaks volumes for them. And their offensive coordinator, Coach Kirkpatrick, coached here back in the 80s, and then their defensive coordinator, Blake Harrell, is North Carolina native also. So don't want to record for you. They were 3-6 last year, but if you watch the last 5 games of the season, it was a different football team. We've had a chance to watch all the games from last season, and they've really turned the corner. So, again, hats off to them, but we're excited for the season.
It's always nice to hear other teams and coaches talk up ECU before they go out and try to beat them. Of course, every coach does that about the opposing team. Leading up to the game, Sean Clark was asked to expand on his thoughts about ECU getting better towards the end of the season last year. What changes did he see in the Pirates at the end of 2020?
Well, I think they really came together, and they really bought into what Coach Houston's selling down there. And I think it all starts with their quarterback and Holton Ahlers, and he really looks more comfortable in the pocket. And the offensive line, they play a lot of football together. And again, being a former offensive line coach, those guys have to play to be good. And Their receiver, Snead, I mean, he's one of the top receivers in the country. You look at the tape, I mean, he's always open. And then they have the other number 5. He's a great receiver. I mean, he stretches the field for them, but they have 2 solid running backs on the offensive side of the ball. But just the way they play, I mean, they're playing with emotion and enthusiasm the last 4 or 5 games, and the record shows that. They had a big win versus SMU, and at the time, SMU was in the top 20 in the country. And on defense, they have an outstanding defensive line. They have one of the top corners in the country. And they have a graduate transfer at safety who came from North Carolina. So they got great players, and they're binding what coach is selling to those guys down there, and it's going to be a tough battle for us.
Yesterday, put the over-under on helmet-to-helmet, targeting penalties at 1.5. I think he said under. I went over. I'm going 2. But how about, celebration, unsportsmanlike conduct penalties will we see in that opener? Because he talked there about the energy ECU had towards the end of the year and in that game against SMU. For the season opener, NFL Stadium, you've been waiting so long to hit somebody. You got crowd noise for the first time in a long time. Chandler, we're going to see at least 3 or 4 unsportsmanlike conduct, guys getting too fired up, celebration type penalties.
Maybe some taunting penalties.
Taunting, guys getting in each other's faces because the emotions. We're going to see it. It's just part of it.
So we're going to set it at 3.5.
Yeah, because I saw at least one in the Nebraska-Illinois game. Trying to think of the proper wording. I think it was unsportsmanlike conduct. So but it was like taunting after a play.
Illegal hands to the face. That counts.
No. This is like post-play celebration.
Late hit out of bounds.
No. No. The play is over. Taunting, celebrating, that stuff.
Okay.
If you say one more penalty.
Well, to be technical, a late hit out of bounds is after the play is over. And that is a personal foul, 15 yards.
I know, but that is not what I'm talking about.
Okay, taunting!
And I'm definitely not talking about illegal hands to the face.
Okay.
Get your hands out of my face.
No, but yeah.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
I think both of these teams are going to be fired up. You're definitely going to see some jawing and taunting after a big hit or a big run.
I don't necessarily call it taunting. I call it trash talking.
Oh, we know you're standing on this.
Yeah, let them play. Let them talk.
Yeah.
The harder the hit, the better.
And I also saw, and I don't know if they're going to crack down on that more in the NFL than they do college. I haven't heard anything in college about it, but I saw a quarterback get hit low the other day, and I was like, oh, it's just one of those accidents that happens. No flag was thrown. If it happened in the NFL, it would be a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. So the college game and the NFL game is still officiated differently, and they have different sets of rules. So anyway, all right, Sean Clark talked about taking on an in-state rival, in-state opponent to start the season, how much he enjoys that.
Well, I think anytime you get a chance to play Division I football, I think that's exciting, and now we're going to have fans, it's even more exciting. But I just think it's great for our state, keep the money in state. It's easy travel for both parties. It's from Greenville to Charlotte's about 3 hours, and we have a large fan base, an alumni base in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. I think it's great for every program in our state. We go down and we played Charlotte the last couple of years, and both stadiums are sold out. We played North Carolina; they had a sold-out stadium. And it's just good for college football. Those rivalries, those games that our fans can get to. I think it speaks for Doug and his staff to make sure this happens. But I mean, it's great for college football. Who wants to play in front of a stadium that's not very packed? And now we're going to play in Charlotte. And I'm not sure the numbers there, but we have a great crowd, a great showing from both universities, and we're excited for it.
All right, that is Sean Clark, head football coach of the Appalachian State Mountaineers. We got more from him. We've got Blake Harrell, Donnie Kirkpatrick. We'll hit some of that when Bryce Williams joins us in Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. But right now, we got to get to Hour 2 of PRL here on a Wednesday. Jeff Charles joins us later on in the hour. We will break down Week 1 of the college football season when we return with Antwan Staley, college football and NFL writer. We went so long with NFL 2 weeks ago when Antwan joined us, I didn't get around to college football, so we'll get his thoughts on Pirates Mountaineers, Clemson, Georgia, the ACC schools. We'll go around the whole slate for week 1 and what he thinks will happen in the 2021 season. That's on the way when we return on Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
Pirate Nation, your ECU football team is getting ready for another season, and they need you inside Downey-Picklen Stadium. Football season tickets are on sale now, and great seats are still available. Come out and watch your Pirates take on SEC opponent South Carolina, preseason top 10 Cincinnati, and many more. Season tickets start at just $99 and can be purchased online at ECUPirates.com or over the phone at 1-800-DIAL-ECU. Buy yours today, and let's bring back Rowdy Downey. Go Pirates!
Hello, Greenville and Pitt County. We at Pitt County Schools want you to know that we are a thriving and connected school system ready and open for all students this year. We are offering all in-person learning with limited virtual options while operating on a 5-day, full-day schedule for our 38 school campuses. Pitt County Schools offers rigorous academic opportunities such as dual language programs, STEM engagement, global education, and college readiness. We also offer competitive athletics, full support for exceptional children, and career readiness opportunities such as paid apprenticeships and unique business partnerships. Pitt County Schools is fully committed to engage, empower, and elevate every student every day. Visit our website today at pittschools.org, where you'll find our new jam-packed strategic plan, our new mission and vision, our profile of a learner, or check out our unique preschools, elementary schools, middle schools, high schools, and early colleges. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student every day.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in ENC. Open 7 days a week. Plus, the Buck has live music every night, along with football. The Buck has a brand new 15-foot 4K screen, the only one in Greenville, and over 18 big screens with all your college and pro action. Sunday Fun Day will also be stocked with the biggest Bloody Mary and Mimosa bar, along with the NFL Sunday Ticket and food trucks out back. Check out the Buccaneer Music Hall. Open every day, noon until 2 a.m., with live music every night, and now football and food trucks during the day.
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or just have the blahs? Maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness on East 10th Street in Greenville offers IV hydration that can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, even fix a hangover. Locally owned and operated, the team at Revive Health and Wellness are experienced and licensed registered nurses that will assist you in preparing for your IV session. Call or text today with questions or to set an appointment with Revive Health and Wellness. 252-350-1805. That's 252-350-1805.
Hey, Troy D here for my friends at Villa Verde. If you know me, you know I love being outside, but finding a good place to eat outside can sometimes be tough. Well, our pals at Villa Verde have fixed that. Not only does Villa Verde have awesome, unique, one-of-a-kind dishes here in Greenville, they also have a brand new outside dining area. And this outside area is sweet. It's covered, you're in the shade, and cooling fans are on. Enjoy the comfort and relaxation of dining outside with our friends at Villa Verde. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Select Bank and Trust. Banking is banking until the service is not the same. Wouldn't you like to deal with a bank that is responsive to your needs, can make local decisions, and cares about you, the customer? Try Select Bank and Trust. Bank local. Bank select. SelectBank.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live. We got Jeff Charles coming up later on this hour to get you set for East Carolina and Appalachian State. We've got Bryce Williams joining us in the 5 o'clock hour. Also comments from Donnie Kirkpatrick and Blake Harrell. And Bryce Williams saved another turtle this week. So we got a turtle update with Bryce.
So that's 3 in less than a week? Or
three
in a week?
I guess 2 weeks. It's
2
been
weeks.
a couple weeks.
Okay, yeah.
This one was a little bigger than the other little jokers he got. So Bryce Williams, the turtle rescuer.
He is
whisperer.
He has rescued, dare I say, a plethora of turtles in the past couple weeks.
He has done
a trio of turtles.
Done more for turtle safety than Splinter.
Oh, that's messed up.
That's bold.
How's it messed up?
That's kind of a ballsy move there.
Anyway, all right, let's get to the Fixed NC Lifeline. A couple weeks ago, I had Antwan Staley on to get you ready for the NFL and college football season, and about 20 minutes into the conversation, I realized I had not even got to college football yet, so I told Antwan, let's just go all NFL, and we'll get you back on to talk college football, and we'll do that today as he joins us on the Fixed NC Lifeline. Antwan, how you doing, man?
I'm all right. How are y'all doing?
Hey, doing great, and looking forward to tonight. We got a football game, UAB Jacksonville State, but looking forward to ECU and Appalachian State. So let's start there, Antwan. I talked to Ethan Joyce from the Winston-Salem Journal last week, and the expectation in Boone is to be this year's Cincinnati, to be the UCF of years past, the Central Michigan, whatever, the Boise State, to be that group of 5 team playing at the end of the year. Now, to do that, they're going to have to run through a really good Sun Belt, and also would have to likely win in Coral Gables next week against Miami. But it all starts with ECU. Expectations high in Boone. Expectations are to have a better ECU football season in 2021 and to go bowling in 2021. So when you look at this matchup, Antwan, App State's a big favorite in this game on Thursday night. How do you break it down? What are the Pirates' chances to come away with a W on Thursday night?
Well, I guess I'll start there. I think they have a really excellent chance, especially considering how part their offense is. And, you definitely you have an experienced quarterback that's returning, obviously. Harris, saw what he was able to do last year as well. And I think they're really explosive. I think when it comes down for ECU, and I think most people would agree, it's just really, can you get stops when you need them? And we saw a little bit of that the last 2 games of the season last year. I definitely love the direction this team is really headed in. And Mike Houston seems like he's really collecting a lot of talent. But yeah, it's all about making stops. I think they can definitely have enough firepower offensively to make a bowl game, win 6 or 7 games, and make this game interesting too. You got App State also. They have a ton of starters returning, just like ECU does. 17, if I'm not mistaken. Chase Bryce is taking over there, starting quarterback. And ECU's really going to have to, in order to win this game, I think you're going to have to slow down Cameron Peoples, who ended up rushing for over 1,100 yards last year. So that's what it's going to come down to. When can you make stops when you need them? Because I think both of these teams are going to score over 30 points tomorrow night.
All right, Antwan likes a high-scoring game coming up on Thursday night at Bank of America Stadium. We'll be with you 3:30 on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. And there's a rumor that Antwan might join us in studio for a segment next week on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, getting folks ready for ECU in South Carolina. So that rumor is out there, Antwan.
Yeah, it's definitely happening.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that next week. I told Antwan we'd feed him, so we'll bring him some breakfast as he gets ready for the game next week. So you'll be in town. You're coming to that game, Antwan?
Yes, sir. I will be first time back at ECU in a long time, so I'm definitely excited about it.
Awesome. Antwan, ECU alum, and now covering a lot of other teams. Let's stick in the state of North Carolina, because we talked about App State's aspirations. You think ECU can beat App State on Thursday, but what is the pecking order in the state, in your opinion, Antwan, with Sam Howell returning at North Carolina, NC State coming off a good year, Wake Forest, huge favorites in their game on Thursday night, and then looks like Duke might be kind of in the background there, but Charlotte and Duke going at it this Friday night, I believe. So when you look at the state of North Carolina, where does it begin, in your opinion?
I think it starts with the Tar Heels. I think North Carolina has playoff aspirations, and I think they could possibly get there. Anytime you have a quarterback like Sam Howell that's leading the charge too, and they have a ton of talent. I know they lost a lot last year, but they also have a ton of talent returning to the squad this year. So yeah, I definitely think they have what it takes, not only just to be a playoff contender, but also win an ACC championship. I think this could potentially be the year that they maybe upset the pecking order, not just in North Carolina, but also in the ACC. I think they have a legit shot. We'll see how they do on Friday night against Virginia Tech, but that's definitely where I would start. And NC State definitely would probably be number 2 for me. I think 8-4 season surprised a few people last year, but Dave Dorn has done an excellent job there. Wake Forest is consistent as they always are, especially under Dave Clawson. I think they'll continue to be there. Duke will be interesting. I'm curious to see what they look like against Charlotte, because the last time I saw Duke play Florida State last year, they just didn't have enough talent on the field. That was just clear. That was just so evident. And so I'm curious to see how they bounce back under Cutcliffe, who, I don't think anybody's saying he's going to get fired, but, you're definitely going to hear some rumblings there, whether he may decide to retire soon or not. But yeah, I definitely think starts with North Carolina and then NC State as well.
So you say, North Carolina, this could be the year they win the Coastal, they win the ACC. Is that because you are high on North Carolina, or is that because you think Clemson is gettable? I mean, a combination of both. It's still hard for me to look at Clemson and the talented quarterback they have coming in and say they're going to have a down year, but do you think this is the year that Clemson is gettable in the ACC?
I think you can beat Clemson in a game. Yeah, look, we've seen Clemson get upset before. It wouldn't be the first time. Maybe in the ACC championship, that would be something new. But yeah, I think North Carolina has what it takes, especially with all the talent that Matt Brown has accumulated recently. And it's nothing to take anything away from Clemson. I think Clemson's going to go undefeated throughout the course of the regular season. Granted that they end up beating Georgia this weekend, which is definitely a mountain of a test too, because I think the Bulldogs would be maybe among the best teams in the SEC and possibly may win the SEC. But yeah, I think Clemson is, they're 11 or 12 wins, but I just like what North Carolina brings to the table. I think you could possibly see, in some scenarios, both of those teams getting into the playoffs, depending on what may happen. If North Carolina would have upset undefeated Clemson, I still think they might find a way to sneak back into the playoffs.
Antwan, speaking of Georgia and Clemson, what separates these teams? It's a coin flip game. Clemson -3 is the spread. We've seen DJ, a quarterback, fill in for Trevor Lawrence last year. From people I listen to, it sounds like Clemson has a defensive line full of draft picks and potentially like 2 in the top 10, top 5. What about Georgia? What separates these two teams, if anything, and who do you like Saturday night in that game?
It boils down to in the trenches, kind of what you touched on, and I kind of favor Clemson in that manner too as well, and try to get pressure on JT Daniels. I know he's the clear starter in the starting for the last 4 games of the season, and ended up playing really well for the Bulldogs last year. But this is as tough as it gets. You got 9 returning starters on that defensive team, and I think Clemson has one of the most imposing defensive lines in the country. But the Bulldogs also loaded too, especially at the running back with Zaire White coming back, rushing for nearly 800 yards last year. So I kind of tend to lean towards Clemson in this one, but it's like I say, it's so much of a coin flip. It could go either way, because I think Georgia is the team that's going to contend in the SEC and win the East, and also might shot some people in the apple cart there, and beat Alabama in the SEC championship when it comes down in December too as well. So I think it's an interesting year in college football. I definitely can see some of the traditional powers losing a game or two down the line this year.
Well, it looks that way just because of what everybody lost. Now, and a lot of these teams with the COVID year have a lot coming back, but when Bama's got all those guys just ready to go in the first round of the NFL, they're not going to wait around and play another year at Alabama. Bama will open up as around a 20-point, 19.5-point favorite against Miami in Atlanta, and it sounds, I've heard a lot of people trying to almost like rationalize Alabama not being this perfect unbeaten team. I mean, they were historically good on offense last year, but the more I think about this game, the more I think Alabama wins by 25, 30 points, Antwan. How does Miami hang in this game?
Well, you got D'Eriq King, who by all accounts is healthy, and he really changed the course of Miami last year. It wasn't for him, this is probably a 6-win Miami Hurricanes team, but yeah, I think D'Eriq King, if he's healthy, I need to see how healthy he is. He's coming off that ACL injury, devastating one in the bowl game against Oklahoma State. But if he's the player that he was last year, I definitely think he can keep Miami in this game. I like the Hurricanes to cover in this game. I do, but maybe barely. I feel like Alabama to win the game, just simply because it's just so much talent that they got coming back. And obviously Bryce Young is the guy everybody will look at. They're replacing Mac Jones too as well, but yeah, I mean, also they got Alabama has a ton of people to replace, but it's like they're just such a well-oiled machine, and I think Brian Robinson Jr., who is somebody they keep an eye on, I definitely can see him getting used a lot later on in the game, especially when the Crimson Tide have the lead. But yeah, I think Alabama can they'll win by 14 points or so, but yeah, that's such a large spread, especially early on. But it wouldn't totally shock me if they were to blow out Miami. We've kind of seen this before. I kind of thinking when Miami played LSU a few years ago, and that ended up happening as well.
So if you do see some weaknesses, and we're basically saying Clemson and Alabama might be human this year, that opens things up for potentially an Oklahoma State in an Oklahoma in the Big 12 and Ohio State in the Big 10. We've already talked about Georgia. I guess Texas A&M maybe on the fringe there, but when you look at that top 4, 5, 6 in college football, Antwan, who's standing at the end? Is this the year Lincoln Riley can break through? Does Ohio State get back to the championship and win it this time? Who do you think wins it all this year?
I like Oklahoma. I think this is probably the year they get the job done. I know they came close. Obviously, some teams with Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray in the playoffs 2 years ago. But yeah, I like Spencer Rattler. I like the team that they have returning to as well. I know a lot of those other teams, especially Alabama. Alabama has a lot of questions, even though they're super talented. But I just don't feel as confident in winning the national championship as I did last year, where I just thought clearly they were the best team. I think I tend to lean towards Oklahoma just simply because I like what they return on both sides of the ball too as well. Although Clemson will probably be there, Ohio State, I think a team to kind of watch out for that not a lot of people are talking about is Oregon. I think Oregon is a team that could possibly speak into that as well, especially if they to beat Ohio State. If they upset Ohio State, then yeah, I think people are going to start taking notice of the Ducks possibly sneaking into that playoff.
Yeah, Antwan, it's funny, and this is classic East Coast bias, but also it's what have you done for me lately? And during this the college football conversation we had, I have not thought once about the Pac-12. So that's on me, and that's on them to give us something to talk about, right?
Yeah, I think just people just kind of forget about Oregon out there, even though they've been consistently good. They would have played in the Pac-12 championship last year if it wasn't for they did actually play in the Pac-12 championship last year and won it. But yeah, it was Washington was supposed to play there. But, yeah. I just think that I just think a lot of people just forget about the job that Mario Cristobal has done in such a short time there, and the talent that they have coming back. And everybody talks about Notre Dame and A&M and Georgia, and like you said, the Southern bias really. But yeah, I think the Ducks, especially with their schedule, and if they can muster up a win against Ohio State, I definitely think that will go a long way in getting them some more natural respect to the Pac-12 this year. But yeah, I think them and Washington are teams definitely people are going to take notice of as the season gets closer.
Antwan, while we got you here, let's run over a couple more games coming up week 1, and we'll keep an eye on this one on Thursday night. But heck of a season opener in Orlando, Boise State and UCF, and you got 2 new head coaches there. Well, what's your take on the Gus Malzahn hire there in Orlando? How's that going to work out for UCF?
I think that's as good of a hire as they could have made in that situation. I think Gus is, I know a lot of people would kind of sour him, especially with the Auburn experience, but he's won, especially in lower, I won't say USC is like a lower job, but, jobs like this before, especially in the state of Florida where you have an abundance of talent there. We obviously Gus Malzahn is one at a high level, some at Alabama, beat, Nick Saban a few times too as well. So I definitely think he'll generate a lot of interest there. It'll be curious to see how Boise State, especially with a new head coach too, and see if they're able to still be among one of the top teams out there in the West. But yeah, I love the USC. I love the Gus Malzahn hire, UCF, and I expect them to be there along with Appalachian State and also Cincinnati competing for one of those group of 5 spots in the possibly not even on the playoffs, but in a bowl game.
Antwan Staley joining us. Antwan, let's find a top 25 matchup. I don't think it'll happen in Minnesota when Ohio State takes on the Gophers, but I'll throw that one out there. A popular one, and now it's probably gotten too popular, would be Louisiana and Texas. That's coming up 4:30 on Fox on Saturday. Texas, an 8-point favorite there. At this point, with the hurricane stuff and the travel, I don't know if UCLA beating LSU would be that much of an upset. But that game going on in the Rose Bowl on Saturday night. And then Sunday in Doak Campbell, it'll be Florida State and Notre Dame. Who's most likely to pull an upset out of those top 25 matchups?
I probably would lean towards, I would go with Florida State, actually. I know it may sound crazy, and people think I may be a little bit crazy when I think Florida State will be improved this year. And I know Notre Dame's a 7.5-point favorite, but it's going to be a lot of emotion in that stadium. Obviously, the first game without Bobby Bowden, since he's passed away, and a lot of people it's going to be very high spirited. It was very limited fans last year. Now you're going to have an abundance close to 80,000 strong in Doak Campbell.
Do we also have the return of Mackenzie Milton in that game, Antwan?
Yeah, it seems like he's going to play. I definitely think that's kind of where they're leaning towards. They may play both him and Jordan Travis, so I think that's kind of the general direction. They've both been named the starting quarterback there, so you can kind of take what you will from there. But Notre Dame lost a lot throughout the course of the offseason, so we don't necessarily know where they are, too, as well. I think they'll still be one of the most talented teams in the country, but Florida State's looking to make a statement this year, and I think Mike Norvell, we've seen it, end up pulling off that upset against North Carolina last year. So it wouldn't totally surprise me if they were to pull off another upset this year in prime time against Notre Dame.
Tell you what, I know there's some people tired of Notre Dame, say they're overrated every year. If they run through this schedule, you got to give them all the credit in the world and a spot in the playoff because they are at Florida State. They got Purdue, Wisconsin. I understand Toledo is supposed to be good in the MAC this year. They play them in week 2. But then Purdue, Wisconsin, Cincinnati, they're a top 10 team. They have to go to Blacksburg. They play USC, North Carolina, Navy, at Virginia, Georgia Tech, at Stanford. That is a crazy schedule, Antwan, for the Irish this year.
Yeah, that's murderer's row. That's pretty tough to kind of navigate through, especially when you got Wisconsin and you got Cincinnati back-to-back, and then, like you said, go to Virginia Tech and North Carolina. USC, I think, is a team people are also sleeping on this year who could possibly win the Pac-12. So, yeah, hey, if they navigate through that schedule and go 12-0, then they will be in the college football playoff. There's no doubt about that.
They got to be number one if they run through all that. Antwan, great catching up with you, man. We'll let's do it in person next Saturday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We'll get you in here in studio before ECU in South Carolina.
Oh, I cannot wait. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So I'll definitely see you then.
And anything to plug, Antwan? Everything you got going on right now?
You check out my App State and ECU preview over there at Antwan Sports too. Also preview the NC State game too as well. So you can check those out there at Antwan Sports as well.
Antwan, enjoyed it as always, man, and we'll check in with you next week.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, bud. There's Antwan Staley joining us, running through Week 1 and the 2021 college football season. Let's take a time out. When we return, what does the voice think about the matchup? ECU and Appalachian State. We'll visit with Jeff Charles on the Fixed NC Live Line when we return on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
When a storm hits, you can count on Greenville Utilities. They put their emergency storm plan into action to restore power as quickly and safely as possible. If you experience an outage, call them toll-free at 1-855-767-2482. The automated hotline can handle a large number of calls at once, virtually eliminating busy signals, so help can be on the way as fast as possible. Remember, GUC's emergency hotline number is 1-855-767-2482.
On Saturdays, your team needs you, your sofa needs you, and you need a Jersey Mike's sub. Get it all with free Saturday delivery when you order through the Jersey Mike's app. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. This Saturday, while you watch the game at home, we're watching the grill at Jersey Mike's. Order through the Jersey Mike's app for free delivery on Saturdays, unless you're going to miss hearing this. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Hello, this is Talbot Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. Now's the time to take advantage of the opportunity to buy more home or refinance your current mortgage at historically low rates. The combination of our local team's experience and Angel Oak's wide offerings of products from standard conventional, government, and portfolio loans has something for most financial situations. For more information, call Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers, and I couldn't do my job without my offensive line keeping me safe. Make sure your employees are safe by using ArcPoint Labs for your medical testing needs. From pre-employment testing to COVID test, ArcPoint Labs is there to serve Eastern North Carolina with accurate, reliable, confidential testing. Schedule an appointment at any of their 6 Eastern North Carolina locations or visiting them online at arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
Hey Pirates, this is Holt Nailers. A big part of my success on the field is what I eat at home. To keep my body filled up, I order meals off a Clean Eats meal plan. I choose the meals I want from 6 different meals offered each week, and I pick them up on Sunday or Monday at the cafe on Red Banks Road. Each meal is packed with the perfect mix of healthy proteins, carbs, and veggies to keep my engine running at full speed. Go to CleanEats.com, click on meal plans, or stop by the cafe and get all the info. Clean Eats and the Pirates, a winning combination.
Hey Birdland, do you want access to every Orioles home game in August and September? Now you can with O's Unlimited. For just $40 per month, you can have month-long access to every game in August and September. The O's Unlimited Pass will give you general admission standing room only access throughout Oriole Park, including the flag court and Budweiser roof deck. To purchase your O's Unlimited Pass, visit the Orioles Ticket Marketplace at Orioles.com/tickets or the MLB Ballpark app and have your tickets delivered instantly within the app.
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Select Bank and Trust. Banking is banking until the service is not the same. Wouldn't you like to deal with a bank that is responsive to your needs, can make local decisions, and cares about you, the customer? Try Select Bank and Trust. Bank local. Bank select. SelectBank.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Villa Verde on 10th Street and Villa Verde Dos by the hospital are open for you, serving unique and healthy dishes from the Dominican Republic. Order online at myvillaverde.com or the Villa Verde app. Order a family meal that feeds 6 to 7 people, and they'll have it ready for curbside pickup today. Whether it's dine-in or takeout, Villa Verde is a platform for good. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, boy, very disturbing stuff on Twitter.
Uh-oh. What are we looking at here?
We should talk about this before Bryce gets here at 5. Just 39 seconds ago, as we're coming back into the show, Brooks tweets out, I actually met this guy during the ECU Baseball Regional in Greenville, but he said, narrowly avoided a turtle crossing the road. The car behind me missed it as well, but the lady 2 cars behind me splattered it all over the road.
Oh.
Bryce Williams was not there to save it.
Oh, that's a bummer.
And it is splattered all over the road.
Way to bring the show down there, Clip.
Sorry. I'm just reporting the news. Just reporting the news.
Tanking it. Just, wow.
Troy D.
Who's that?
Is here.
Who's that?
Hello, Troy. What do
Who the hell is that?
What I was a pleasure.
I have a turtle-related question that you can ask Bryce.
All right.
I was coming back from the beach last weekend on 43 2-lane road. As I got up close, I realized it was a turtle. I swerved to avoid it. Thank goodness there was no other car coming the other way. I did not want to hit the turtle, but I was going like 55, 60 miles an hour. It did live. It was not hit. But then after hearing Bryce talk about it, I thought about, man, should I go back and try and save the turtle? But there's not a lot of room on 43. Mm-hmm. You know, it was probably between here and Vanceboro. What's the etiquette? Like, I had nowhere to turn around. I could have put myself at danger trying to save this turtle.
Yeah.
So I felt guilty for not going back to saving it, especially hearing what Bryce does. But I did make every effort. I did not hit it. But then I felt bad. What if someone doesn't see it and it gets killed?
I think if you get to the point where you're putting you, your family, and other passengers in danger, then you just gotta pray that turtle survives.
But I saw it and I was like, God, this is a Bryce Williams moment right here.
Yeah.
Little turtle.
But, yeah,
turtle tears.
And we're not all heroes. We can't all be heroes.
Turtles are kind of defenseless, when you think towards cars. Like, it's not like, oh, well, that was
when a car's going 65 miles per hour and a turtle's going 0.5.
You would hope their shells have evolved over time to be strong enough to withstand a car riding over, but unfortunately they have not.
No.
I don't think.
Yeah, and I think the underbelly of a shell is soft. So if that car goes over the shell, it squishes the bottom of it.
Wow.
If the shell's not on the bottom, on the belly's not protected as much.
The belly of the beast.
I mean, if you think about it, the shell's on the back side. Well, if your tire goes over that shell, you're squishing the belly too.
We're doing like, remember that guy on Sports Center, the sports science? Really breaking it down here.
But I felt so bad. I wanted to go save the turtle, but I was hoping it would make it across the road.
Well, look, you're a big "it's the thought that counts" guy. So
I
you
did
thought
think about it.
it.
I thought not only did I think about it, I think about it every time.
You're still thinking about it.
Yeah, I still feel bad. But thank God, I could only feel think about the guilt I'd have, like this guy who killed the turtle that you were talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that did not happen. I remember being like 16 or 17, and I was a new driver, and this was in Raleigh, and I ran over a squirrel. And I think it's the only animal I've ever killed with a car. And I still feel terrible to this day about killing a squirrel in North Raleigh. Like, I did not mean to. It just, how squirrels are. It like darted out.
Yeah.
And there was nothing I could do.
One minute they're facing that way, the next minute they're right in front.
They're a little schizophrenic on you.
Yeah.
But I felt terrible about it. And that was when I was like 16 or 17.
We were on the way home from an ECU football game one time, and my dad clipped a deer. And I remember looking over about halfway home, and like you could see the stream of tears going down. He was very upset that he hit that deer.
Yeah, I'm not into harming animals.
I hit a deer, and I didn't feel that bad because it crushed my car bumper.
Yeah, and
I was more mad than sad.
The deer could kill you if it comes through the windshield. I mean, people have died in deer accidents.
This is a great segment.
Yeah, I hit a deer. He did a triple somersault off the hood of my car.
Have you died due to an animal? Call us in. Well, I guess you can't call because you're dead.
Too bad.
All right.
I mean, but think about the turtle. If you swerve and then you have it hit an oncoming car,
you
could have
You've done more damage than just killing a turtle.
Right.
At that point.
Yeah.
I tell you what, this has been a great way to lead into Jeff Charles. I hope he's still on the Fixed NC Live line.
And I don't know what's going on today, but I've almost had like 5 accidents today of people almost hitting me. This has been a weird day today.
Well, it's also been a weird day where we've had 3
mini hurricanes,
mega storms, but they all last like 6 minutes.
And then the sun comes out, and then it happens again.
If you have ADD like me, these are your kind of hurricanes right here. It's like 5 minutes by the time. The next thing you know, boom, it's sunny again. This is great.
1 per hour, and then the sun pops out.
Yeah, nice little variety here.
Starting at dark again. We'll probably have another one, and then it'll be nice. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, Troy. Thanks
Good
for
seeing you. I missed you guys. I hate that I won't be here. We won't be doing PRL tomorrow.
Yeah, you won't be here tomorrow, so you had to get your reps in today.
I did. I had to get my reps in. I missed my PRL team. Wanted to be a part of it with you guys.
We're not going anywhere. We'll
If
be back
you
here
miss
Monday.
it too much, you can come in and do the Bud Light pregame tailgate tomorrow.
I don't mind. I'll
go.
Well, I'll log in some time with you.
Oh,
I like working with you, Clip.
Oh, gotcha.
Not for you.
I was trying to get off, but all right. Well, I'll be here tomorrow, and so
we'll be back Friday.
We got to preview App State Super Bowl with Billy Weaver.
I know. I was laughing so hard when
I got a lot of texts and comments about that.
I mean, come on, man. That
is Weaver a plant just to get like fans angry so they'll call into the 5th quarter?
I would, it's almost like it's staged, but it's not.
I wonder how many Super Bowl calls we'll get tomorrow night.
I mean, come on, man. That was a silly comment.
It was a bad take.
Yeah, that's not a good take. And I love Weave. Look, we're the ones that I've asked him to come on and do the,
I don't think he wants to do it anymore.
Funny guess. But come on. This is not App's Super Bowl. No. I mean, I joked. I sent a clip of text saying, "Yeah, he's probably right. If they beat East Carolina, they're going to put this one in the Hall of Fame in front of Michigan."
Yeah, this is a bigger win than the Big House.
Yeah, much bigger win for them.
Which, by the way, happened 14 years ago today, which means it's also the anniversary of no flags on the field. TJ Lee blocking the punt.
God, I remember that. What a great game. God, it was hot that day. But no, that was a silly take. I think it's a big game for both teams, but this is not their Super Bowl.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. All right.
But I hope we get more hot not takes like that.
Yeah. Hey, keep bringing the hot takes.
Hot.
No,
hot not takes.
No. All right. Yeah, I heard it the first time.
Okay.
We need to
be funny?
Head out to the Fixed NC Live line and visit with the voice. Jeff Charles will be on the call Thursday night with Kevin Monroe on the Pirates IMG Sports Network. Jeff, you fired up, ready to go for another ECU season opener?
Fired up and ready to go for another year, Clip. And I was at Pirate Radio this morning, and I know you guys are too. It was a beehive of activity there, so I think everybody is set and ready to go for another year.
Jeff, what year are you entering as the voice of the Pirates here?
This is year number 34.
Wow.
East Carolina, year number 42 as a college play-by-play announcer, which means I am getting extremely old, Clip.
You're seasoned, Jeff. You're a seasoned vet. When you think of season openers, Jeff, you've got TJ Lee blocking the punt right there at Bank of America Stadium. You've got a Hail Mary to Justin Jones. There's been some great season openers over the years. When you look back and think of week 1, Jeff, I'm sure those two stand out. Any other games come to mind for you?
Probably the very first game that I broadcast at East Carolina, going back to the 1988 season. I think I'll always remember that. That was a Pirate victory. That was the very first time we had an opportunity to paint one purple. And then, of course, we've continued to say that after Pirate wins over the last 34 years now, going into year number 34. So, yeah, I remember some other good games the Pirates played in openers as well. I think sometimes some of the games on the road we remember because they were quote-unquote money games that East Carolina used to play a little bit more then than maybe now, going on the road and playing some opening games, in some big-time stadiums in front of some big-time crowds. So, yes, there have been some real memorable games clipped down through the years.
Jeff, you've been around long enough. You've talked to coaches, players long enough that you kind of know what's real and know what they might be trying to fake a little bit. So as you head into this year and you start to talk to these guys, what feeling do you get heading into the season? Do you think Mike Houston really does like this group he's going to put on the field in 2021?
I think he really does, Clip. I think cautiously optimistic would be a good way to put this feeling as we get ready to start the season. I think that comes from the players and comes from the coaches. In getting around the guys here the last couple of weeks and being around the coaches with one-on-one conversations yesterday with Coach Houston and offensive coordinator Donnie Kirkpatrick and defensive coordinator Blake Harrell, I get the feeling that they really think that this program is now building a good, strong foundation. I don't know how many wins that's going to mean this year, but Clip, I know in being relatively close to the program as I am, going back 4 or 5 years compared to now is just a different feeling when you go out there. And there are just so many more bodies. There are just so many more players and better depth in this program. And that doesn't happen by accident. These guys have worked extremely hard in recruiting. And as Mike Houston has said, really from day one, they've made an emphasis on getting big people into the program and recruiting offensive linemen and defensive linemen. I had an old coach, Bill Dooley, who was a legendary football coach that I worked with at Virginia Tech years and years ago. And I remember being around him when all of his assistant coaches were going out on a recruiting trip, and they were all leaving, heading out the building. And he used to always say to them, "Go get me some big uns." He says, "I can get enough little guys, but I need some big uns." And that's what Mike Houston's tried to do. And, that's pretty much the deal in recruiting, Clip. It's just hard to find human beings who are 6'4", 6'5", and 290, 300 pounds who are athletic enough and can move their feet well enough to play Division I college football. Now, there are a whole lot of little guys out there who can run and make catches and do the things that a receiver or a running back can do, but it's a lot tougher to get those big guys. And so they've tried to do that, and they've got a bunch of them in the program now. Donnie Kirkpatrick told me that he feels really good about the 5 offensive linemen they're going to start tomorrow night at Appalachian. And Blake Harrell feels really good that he's got, 8 or 9 guys now up front defensively who he can bring into games and feel comfortable with. So that's what I'm really looking forward to seeing tomorrow night. Clip, I want to see how the Pirate offensive line and defensive line will match up in the trenches against Appalachian.
Jeff Charles joining us on the Fixed NC Live line. He'll be on the call with Kevin Monroe on the Pirates IMG Sports Network. And Jeff, when breaking down Appalachian State, we've talked a lot about their run game, and they're going to run the football. Chase Bryce coming in at quarterback, but haven't talked a ton about the defensive side of the ball for them. They've got a future NFL player in Demetrius Taylor, who has been all-conference the last 2 years, and he's a Pro Football Focus All-American honorable mention heading in to 2021. So have you looked at that side of the ball for App State, Jeff? They're pretty darn good on the defensive side.
They really are, Cliff. They only gave up 20 points per game last year. In this day and age of college football, that is really impressive.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here this afternoon and doing a lot of homework for the game, and in addition to that, last year they only gave up 329 yards per game, so that's impressive as well. And they do a good job on third down. I mean, this is really a good team. In fact, there are those out there who say this is the best group of 5 defense in the country. And you mentioned one of their players, but boy, I'll tell you, they've got a bunch of guys on defense. This is such an old, experienced team. I think, Clip, and I'd have to go back and really research this, but off the top of my head, this might be the oldest, most experienced football team I've ever seen East Carolina play against. I mean, you've got all these guys who are seniors or fifth-year seniors, or some guys have been in their program for 6 years. It's just dotted. For instance, their secondary, they're all seniors, and they've just got experience coming from everywhere. And you mentioned one of their outstanding players, Demetrius Taylor. DeMarco Jackson is a linebacker. He is another senior, and he's an all Sun Belt player, and that secondary is really good. Sean Jolly and Caden Smith at corner and safety are all Sun Belt players. So, they're just really good on defense, and they're not only big, they can knock you back with the guys they have up front, but they also are very fast, and they're really good at rallying and getting around the ball. So, the Pirates will have their work cut out for them moving the football against these guys, even though we feel East Carolina's offense is going to be good this year, and we're really encouraged with what we saw in the SMU game at the end of last year, especially in that first half. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, in the first game of the year. We always talk about defenses being ahead of the offenses, and sometimes those first games can be a little bit sloppy, and offenses can turn the ball over. I can tell you this, Pirates can't afford to turn the ball over against Appalachian tomorrow night. They're not going to have a chance to win it. If they do, they're going to have to play really, really well on both sides of the ball and limit mistakes.
Jeff Charles joining us. Will be on the call Thursday night, 7:30 ECU Appalachian State. We'll visit with the voice in the Bud Light pregame tailgate coming up on Thursday, which begins at 3:30 right here on these Pirate Radio airwaves and on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Jeff, as I've talked to players and coaches over the years, and even yourself, I love football. I watch every game I possibly can. Sometimes that gets difficult for the coaches, players, and even for you when you're traveling. Maybe you just want to get away from it. So, having said that, UAB Jacksonville State play tonight on ESPN. You got a full slate of college football on Saturday, Jeff. So, with your day off on Saturday and with an evening tonight where you'll probably try to get some sleep, will you be watching any football here week one?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I will, Clip. Last week, in week 0, if you will, I didn't watch any games, but I listened to a lot of games on radio. I was really preparing and doing some other things. And so I am a multitasker, I guess you could say. I like to do things, and I like to have the radio on and listen to games. I think I listened to the entire Illinois-Nebraska game last week on the Illinois network, and it was really a lot of fun to listen to. And
Jeff, how did they paint that picture? That was a bit of an ugly game to watch. There was a lot of weird stuff going on in that game.
Yeah, it really was, but I thought the guys who did the games in Illinois did a good job with it. But, it wasn't the prettiest game in the world, and Nebraska's off to, as you know, Clip, a slow start, even though I just saw the other day, I think it's their 376th consecutive sellout, 85,000 for their home opener coming up this weekend. But, I enjoy listening to games on radio and, of course, and watching games, I'm sure, on Saturday. I have a chance to recoup from the game on Thursday night, and I'll watch some games on Saturday as well.
Pirates will have the home opener coming up next Saturday against South Carolina. How about, as we look ahead, Jeff, the quarterback situation there down in Columbia? They have a grad assistant starting week 1. They hope to get their, what was supposed to be starting quarterback back for ECU next weekend, but they've got a bit of a problem on their hands as they get ready for Eastern Illinois this weekend.
Yeah, that's true, Cliff, and I know that's kind of the storyline. This guy's a grad assistant, and he's going to be the quarterback. But then you look at his background, and you dig a little deeper into this, and this was a guy that went to Iowa State, played there, also played at North Dakota State, one of the premier, if not the premier, FCS program in the country. So I think that's a little bit misleading. I think this guy's a good player. Obviously, you might have a little rust on him, and he wasn't really expecting to play, but I think he's a good talent. And the other kid who is the starter, he may be ready. They're thinking that he'll be ready to play against the Pirates a week from Saturday. And if you remember coming out of the state of South Carolina in that recruiting year, it was the kid who's at South Carolina now, and Mason Garcia, who's at ECU. They were like 1-2 in the state of South Carolina in quarterback. So that kid's a good player too. So we'll just have to wait and see. But, for Shane Beamer, he's got a chance to get off to a good start. Eastern Illinois has had good programs in the past. In fact, I remember years ago they won an FCS, or at the time, 1AA national championship back in the 80s, I believe it was. In fact, when I was at the University of Illinois doing their games, Eastern Illinois was really good at the time, and I do remember them winning a 1AA national championship, and I think they've hit on some hard times here the last 2 or 3 years. So South Carolina with Shane Beamer, Frank Beamer's son, with a great chance to get off to a good start with a home opening victory, and one would think they'll probably come into Greenville 1-0 next week.
Yeah, likely so. Jeff Charles joining us. Jeff, I thought about you and Cy Seymour over the weekend when I saw this Bishop Sycamore story. I don't know how much you've read into this, but this quote-unquote high school, that was playing football on national TV against IMG Academy and lost 58-0. People started doing some digging and finding out that who are these players? They're like college-age kids. It's not a real school. I don't know how much you've read into this, but I thought about you and Cy because during basketball season, you'll start looking at where these opposing players went to high school, and you'll talk about all these pop-up schools, these schools that were created just out of the blue, these institutions to basically almost glorified AAU programs. And I don't know, have you read into that Bishop Sycamore story at all?
I really haven't. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but I really haven't looked into any of the details of it. And you're right, with Cy and me, we have kind of fun with it because these schools pop up out of nowhere. And, you know, a lot of times, Cliff, they're in business for just like 2 or 3 years and then they're out of business.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we always joke, sometimes even on the air, about how about you and me starting one of these schools in the basketball factory somewhere in Scotland Neck, North Carolina or somewhere. So,
well, you can do the recruiting, Cy can handle the coaching. I think y'all can get this done, Jeff.
We might be able to, but you know, and some of the names of some of these schools that pop up, it's kind of mind-boggling.
Yeah,
that's kind of where we are these days, Cliff. And you know, everything's like, all bets are off. And how about this kid at Ohio State's never taken a snap? He's supposed to be the next great thing, the best quarterback in the country. And he signed his NIL deal for $1.4 million today. I mean, it is just a whole brand new world in college athletics.
A kid that is supposed to be in high school but decided to forego his senior year to go ahead and go to Ohio State, not to play this year. C.J. Stroud, the starter, but he is there so he can sign that deal. I guess he couldn't do it as a high school athlete in Texas, but he can do it as a collegiate athlete at Ohio State. So he got a huge payday as what, Jeff? I guess a 16 or 17-year-old.
Yeah, absolutely. $1.4 million.
Yikes.
And you're right, the Texas rules are different. But, yeah, he's going to Ohio State, and he's obviously a young man that is very wealthy, and we're just going to see more of this, Cliff.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just, I think, the tip of the iceberg, and where it's going, I don't think anybody knows. It's just almost like a train out of control, so stay tuned.
We don't know where that's going. We don't know where realignment and college football and college athletics as a whole is going. All we do know, Jeff, is the Pirates play Appalachian State Thursday night, and that's my focus right now. And we've talked about it in the past. There's so much stuff going on outside of the lines, but once kickoff happens, it's still football, and for me, it's still enjoyable. And listening to you and talking to you, Jeff, I know it's still enjoyable for you once the game begins.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Cliff. I mean, I wouldn't still be doing this if I didn't love it and didn't enjoy doing it. And I can't wait to get over to Charlotte and get to the game tomorrow and walk in the stadium and see a lot of folks that I know. And, you know, when you've been doing this as long as I have, it seems like everywhere you go, you do know people. I remember when I was a young broadcaster and we would go to stadiums for the first or second time, and I'd be around guys who had been in the business like as long as I have now, and I was always amazed at how they knew everybody, and now I'm kind of at that stage in my career where just about wherever we go, I know people, and that's what makes it fun. There's a real camaraderie between the broadcasters and the people in the media and athletic directors and sports information people that you come to know over the years, so it's always good to see those guys. Adam Whitten now does the Appalachian State games, and I've known Adam for a number of years. It'd be good to see him over there tomorrow. And so we always have a chance with our fellow broadcasters before the game to trade notes and try and pick up some things that we can use on our broadcasts. So, yeah, so it's all of that, Clip, is so much fun, and it's so still very much enjoyable. Just being around the coaches yesterday and the players, it's still a lot of fun. And you just have to change with the times. Change with the times, you become a dinosaur. And I know a lot of people are turned off with what is happening in college athletics these days. And we all have a choice. If you want to continue to support it, you can. If you don't want to, well, then that's your choice as well. But it's changing. I think it's going to continue to change as we move through the next years to follow. And it's just up to each and every individual as to whether or not they want to continue to be a college sports fan or not.
Yeah, well said. Jeff Charles joining us. We'll visit with The Voice on Thursday during the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We'll also talk to Adam Whitten, as Jeff Charles just mentioned, play-by-play voice of Appalachian State. He'll join us on the show as well. So we are locked and loaded for Thursday. Jeff, when are you heading to Charlotte?
Heading to Charlotte about 10:30 tomorrow morning. Get there about 2:30, 3 o'clock. All of us on the network come from different places. Marty Fiore, our sideline announcer, I think this is Marty's 28th or 29th year, believe it or not.
Wow.
Marty lives in Wilmington, and he'll be driving into Wilmington. Marty's got a real busy weekend because he and his wife are driving from Wilmington to Charlotte, staying in a hotel in Charlotte Thursday night, and then they're catching a flight early Friday morning to Albany, New York, where their oldest, Cope, is getting married in Albany, New York on Saturday. So Marty has a real busy weekend up, and then Kevin lives in the Raleigh-Durham area. He'll be driving over, and David Horn, who's our MVP. I always say this: we just could not do this without David, and he's the best engineer producer in all of college sports. David has a motorhome. It's a big, beautiful motorhome, and it's all decorated in pirate pictures and memorabilia. And his wife Wendy is a huge pirate fan. And so they're leaving actually today in the motorhome, and they've got their spot all reserved over at Bank of America Stadium, and they're going to pitch their tent there. And, in fact, they're going to stay for the Clemson-Georgia game on Saturday. So David's got a big football weekend coming up. He's going to be working, and he's also going to be able to play a little bit and spend 3 or 4 nights in the motorhome in Charlotte. So everybody's in that football mode.
That is awesome. That's great stuff. Jeff Charles joining us. Jeff, have a fantastic call on Thursday. And before that, we'll talk to you on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We appreciate your time. As always, have a safe trip to Charlotte Voice, and we'll shoot you a phone call tomorrow.
Sounds great. Looking forward to it. Have a good one.
Jeff Charles joining us today, and will join us tomorrow as well as we get you set for ECU and Appalachian State, 3:30 Thursday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Back for another year, and we are fired up, ready to go here at Pirate Radio. We'll take a time out, come back, have more for you on Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
Hey Birdland, experience an Orioles game this season with the convenience and privacy of your very own suite. Choose from an array of options and prices to gather with family and friends or entertain clients. Each suite features climate-controlled interior seating, a private restroom, and comfortable outside seating. Plus, enjoy the best views of Camden Yards. Suites can accommodate 8 to 22 guests. Capacity is limited, so select your dates and purchase tickets now. Learn more about single-game suites at Orioles.com/suites.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brownwood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brownwood, get an all-new 2021 GMC Terrain and save over $3,550 or 0% for 72 months. And as always, Brownwood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
In a world of fake profiles, fake tans, and fake flavors, naturally flavored Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer strives for realness. It's USDA certified organic, with no sugar or carbs, and only 80 calories. So the only thing touching your taste buds is organic, refreshing, and delicious. Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer. As real as it tastes. Enjoy responsibly. Not a low-calorie food. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer. IRC Beer. St. Louis, Missouri 63118.
You've worked hard to start your business and working even harder to make it successful. And that's why it's important to have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from Select Bank and Trust, and as the business world throws you curveballs, we're here to be responsive to your needs. Our team of local bankers can make local decisions and cares about you, the customer. Get the business services that are right for your business today with Select Bank and Trust. Bank local, bank select, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Karen Staten with AG Home Solutions. Thinking of remodeling? We are your one-stop shop for all your home design needs. Our AG Home Solutions design team has over 25 years of experience. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? Looking to upgrade your cabinets, countertops, tile, or flooring? The Design Center is open to all homeowners and contractors. Call us for an appointment. Visit agshomesolutions.net and mention Pirate Radio to receive a $100 discount through the end of August. AG Home Solutions, turning your remodeling dreams into reality.
Have you been waiting to try CBD? ENS Hemp on Fire Tower Road in Greenville is the area leader in CBD. We want to educate you on how our products work with your endocannabinoid system. These products are all natural and non-addictive. ENS offers a variety of products to meet your needs. Tinctures, edibles, topicals, and even smokable items. Customer feedback indicates relief from stress, anxiety, fatigue, pain, and PTSD, just to name a few. ENS Hemp is located on Fire Tower Road. Also, check us out on our Instagram and Facebook pages.
Hey, this is Troy D, proud ECU grad from the class of 94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Big John Williams, strength and conditioning coach for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Select Bank and Trust. Banking is banking until the service is not the same. Wouldn't you like to deal with a bank that is responsive to your needs, can make local decisions, and cares about you, the customer? Try Select Bank and Trust. Bank local. Bank select. SelectBank.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The best investment you can make is in yourself. Get educated and make prudent decisions about your financial future. Contact David Dom at Carolina Wealth Management today at 439-1344 for a free consultation. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, it has been 0 days since the latest Mets incident, the Mets mess. Today's news, their acting general manager, Zach Scott, was arrested for an alleged DUI. The team announced today he was charged at 4:15 a.m. Tuesday in White Plains, New York. He was asleep at the wheel of his SUV at a traffic light, as Chandler's giving the thumbs down. He refused a breathalyzer. He was coming from a team event, a fundraiser for the Amazing Mets Foundation at the owner's house. Steve Cohen and players were there as well. Although it says he left the event around 8:30 or 9 o'clock. So I guess he instead of going home, continued his evening and on into the morning, since he was found at 4:15 a.m. sleeping at a stoplight. So the Mets just cannot get out of their own way. And right now, they had that come from behind walk-off win yesterday with Javi Baez, who pissed off the entire fan base, scoring the winning run. They are 5.5 back of the Braves. They are 3 back of the Phillies for second place in the NL East. The Phillies have won 5 in a row, and with the Braves out in L.A. losing games, they have cut the Atlanta lead to 2.5 there in the East. But there's your Mets update on this Wednesday. Again, coming up tonight, as we look at the Buck scoreboard, you've got Jacksonville State and UAB. UAB is a 16.5-point favorite in that game going on in Montgomery, Alabama. We got O's baseball for you tonight. The Orioles beat the Blue Jays last night. Can they do it again with Matt Harvey on the mound? They play tonight, 7:07. You can hear it right here on Pirate Radio.
Hey, Clip, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Okay, just a little practice rep
for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need everybody, if you see me tonight at AJ's, to ask how I'm doing, please, so I can get ready for tomorrow night. Because if the Pirates win, I'm gonna be doing fantastic. Pirates lose, I'm gonna be tired, angry, grumpy, just like the callers. But looking forward to hearing from you, the Pirate Nation, coming up after the game on Thursday night on the U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show with Hot Take Weaver to my left. Super Bowl Weave.
We got Super Bowl Weave over here.
Hey,
it's the Super Bowl.
Johnny Soups.
What does that come with, a free bowl of soup?
All right, we need to take a timeout. When we return, Bryce Williams joins us in the Pirate Radio studios. We'll talk about his latest turtle rescue. We'll hear from Donnie Kirkpatrick, Blake Harrell, and continue to get you set for ECU App State. We got to get Bryce Williams' prediction. We'll see what numbers he has in mind.
I've got mine.
Are you giving it out today?
You said yesterday you want to give yours out, and I said I'll wait till tomorrow with Bryce. I can wait till tomorrow on the Bud Light pregame tailgate.
Look, it is a free country, and we are a free establishment. You can do whatever you want to do.
I think I'm going to wait till the Bud Light pregame tailgate. I'm going to let Bryce Williams have his moment today.
All right.
And I'll wait till tomorrow when I give out my prediction and my fantasy player.
We will do that at the end of the Bud Light pregame tailgate coming up at around 7:27 Thursday evening. Take a time out, come back, more to go. Hour 3, we got a giveaway. We got our Bud Light ECU report, Bryce Williams, and more after this.
Pirate Nation, your ECU football team is getting ready for another season, and they need you inside Downey-Ficklin Stadium. Football season tickets are on sale now, and great seats are still available. Come out and watch your Pirates take on SEC opponent South Carolina, preseason top 10 Cincinnati, and many more. Season tickets start at just $99 and can be purchased online at ECUPirates.com or over the phone at 1-800-DIAL-ECU. Buy yours today, and let's bring back Rowdy Downey. Go Pirates!
At U.S. Cellular, we believe you should get more of the latest 5G technology for less of your hard-earned money. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours. Any of our 5G phones with no trade-in or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Now that life is returning to normal, we have found a lot of good things that came from the pandemic. One of them is not having to go to the wireless store anymore. The Cellular Warehouse team has been in the business of delivering phones to your home and office for 20 years. People found out about our free delivery service and love the ease of getting a new phone, tablet, or hotspot. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 so you can start experiencing the joy of never going to a wireless store again. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
Do you suffer from pain, anxiety, or sleeping issues? Eastern Healthcare has a solution for you. Eastern Healthcare is the premier CBD store with retailer quality products to help with any ailment you might have. They carry nationally recognized brands such as Curative's Delta 8, CBD Distillery, and Charlotte's Web with a wide variety of delivery systems.
This is Adam from Eastern Healthcare. Come visit our store at 2245 Stantonburg Road across from Vidant Hospital or call 227-4199. Eastern Healthcare. Wellness starts here.
Burgers, wings, hand-cut, hand-breaded chicken tenders, fresh salads, and cold beer is the starting lineup at Tiebreakers and has been keeping customers happy for 20 years. Tiebreakers' family atmosphere is the perfect place to come watch your favorite team play while enjoying a great lunch or dinner. In a hurry or looking for catering options? Get Tiebreakers to go. That now includes the new curbside pickup by ordering online at tiebreakersnc.com. Tiebreakers.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure you have the best comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Flea Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Flea Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Flea Feet has the tools and technology to get you on the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us on Greenville Boulevard in the public shopping center right near the stadium. Be sure to run with us on Facebook and Instagram. Flea Feet, we run for you. Go Pirates!
Relax. Take a load off. You've earned it. This Labor Day at Bostic Sub Furniture, you don't have to work hard to save on all the comforts of home. Come in during our Labor Day sale and shop huge in-stock savings on the best seats in the house. Plus, for a limited time, with any recliner, get a free stainless steel insulated tumbler with the always guaranteed lowest price, local delivery for just $20.21 and the best brands. This is the Labor Day sale you don't want to miss. Right now at Bostic Sub Furniture.
This is Steven Igo. You've heard from me plenty on Pirate Radio Live and perhaps have read some of my work on HoistTheColors.net. Now, get an extension of our in-depth coverage on the Hoist the Colors podcast. From game previews to immediate post-game analysis to emergency podcasts for breaking news, we've got you covered. A cast of guest co-hosts from fans, former coaches, and other writers join me for 2 podcasts weekly to break down all things ECU athletics. Subscribe to Hoist the Colors now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Thinking of remodeling your home or business? AG's Home Solutions has been serving the remodeling needs of Eastern North Carolinians since 2017. The company specializes in additions, kitchen and bath remodels, historic preservation, commercial upfitting, and new construction. AG's Home Solutions offers a full-service design center and showroom staffed with knowledgeable sales and design consultants ready to help with any remodeling project. Visit aghomesolutions.com to get started today. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. We're going to make you a winner this hour. Open up the Pirate Radio booty bag. We'll hear from Donnie Kirkpatrick, Blake Harrell, and more coming up on our Bud Light ECU report. We are locked and loaded. Week 1, East Carolina App State coming up Thursday night, 7:30. We'll be with you Thursday, 3:30 on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. One more hour of Pirate Radio Live before we get to game day, and we are fired up. Joining me in studio, Troy D is back again. Second pop in of the day. Hello, Troy.
Good to see you again, Clip.
You bored?
No, I'm not bored. I miss you guys. I miss Bryce. I don't get to interact with him as much on the air. Are you okay there
we go.
Big B?
I had to raise my seat up a little bit.
Aren't you tall enough already? You've got one of the biggest torsos I know.
I know.
A lot of people have long legs. Bryce has a big torso.
Big torso, man.
Yeah.
A lot of back.
But I miss seeing Big B.
Bryce Williams is here too. Hey, Bryce.
Wanted to interact with you guys.
It's good to have a little trio.
I'm getting fired up for game day, Clip.
We got to get Bryce.
Thinking about that.
Excitement time.
We got to get Bryce's official prediction.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready to go with it?
You never go against the Pirates, though.
No, never going against. We're already doing scores?
Well,
I mean, we can
come in
wait.
hot, baby.
We can wait if you need to.
It's at this point.
I've been actually thinking about the score, obviously, all week. So, of like what I think we're going to score. So, I mean, do I say it now?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's come in hot.
I mean, I've been preparing obviously since I thought the game was last week. So
yes, you were ready to go last week.
Yeah, so I've had 2 weeks ish. Right.
Yeah, you've been in
Bryce has got his mind set on South Carolina. They've already played App State in his mind.
Yeah, we're already 1-0. You've been in game mode for 2 weeks.
That's right. I've been fired up. So I mean, obviously Pirates. I mean, I think it's going to be like a decent scoring game. Nothing crazy. I don't really know what the spread is anymore.
Well, don't worry about it. Just go with your spread. What do you think?
I'm going ECU 30 App 24.
All right.
That's like fair, right? Not crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
y'all's a little vibe here.
No. The over-under for the game is in like the mid to upper 50s. So what you had there is 54.
I think it's 56.5.
So you're like right under what they're saying.
That's just good.
Yeah. And of course, App State is still favored by 10.5 in the game.
Yeah.
I don't pick ECU every time like you if I don't feel like they're going to win. And I do have ECU 34-31 as a winner.
Okay, so I'm not too far off on my score there.
No.
That's good.
So you're in the wheelhouse.
There we go.
Assuming we're right.
What was it? There was something.
There was one game I got.
And I totally was like way off on some kind of number, and I forgot what it was. I mean, it was near like March
It
Madness
was
or
it was how many days till ECU kickoff?
There was
Yeah,
that.
right,
We
yeah.
had like 30 days left, and you're like 96.
And then last week, he thought the season was already here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you're not a numbers guy.
More of a day-by-day guy. You know, I don't look too...
A what?
A day by day guy.
Oh, day by day.
Yeah, it did come out.
That's all right.
Day by day.
But you got some. What do you got in there? Some Invisalign?
Invisalign.
Oh, I
I'm
thought it was.
almost on the last little stretch here.
Wow, you're getting never too old to have straight teeth.
That's right. And
Yeah.
I said, we're getting married. Well, she said it very
Oh, this is.
Can you, I think, why don't you get Invisalign?
I need you to straighten up.
Wow.
All right, honey, I'll straighten up. No, your
literally.
teeth.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
What else are you having to do to get ready for this marriage besides straighten your teeth? Do you have to lose any weight?
No.
She's
She's actually, I
shave,
guess she's
haircut,
I'll
wax
get a
the eyebrows,
haircut.
maybe.
I'll get a haircut, get trimmed up. Shaving, I don't have to do too much of that. So probably make sure I don't have any sprigs. I think she's happy with my physique. So,
all right, that's good.
You know, I'll try and sharpen it up a little bit.
When is your wedding?
May 7th of next year.
Okay.
Do you still work out, or is this just your natural state at this point?
No, every day.
Oh, you do work out
Every
Okay.
morning.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta stay tight.
What are you lifting or just cardio?
Lifting.
Okay.
Yeah, more so. Yeah, definitely lifting.
All right.
You know, I'm not as heavy as I am. I'm only like on a heavy day. I'm like 240. So I'm like, no, I say 240.
No, I mean you still look fit. Like you.
Thanks.
You get out there.
You want to
today.
feel my muscle? I'm just kidding.
You want me to? Go ahead.
Troy will.
Yeah.
Here, flex it, huh? I got this guy's rocked up right here, Clip
Yeah.
Rock.
So I just wear.
Bryce Williams is rocked up.
You really did miss Bryce.
I know. I don't wear tank tops. You know, I'd rather just hide it, and then just surprise everybody at the beach. You know.
You know who's rocked?
Bam!
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Reminds, I got a picture to show you later of a guy on the beach.
What is going on here? What the hell kind of show is this? This is not what we normally do.
Got a picture of
I
a guy
saw-
on the beach. I want to show you.
Well, you're gonna die when you see it. I talked to Mark Washington, former. Can you believe it has been 30 years since the Peach Bowl season?
He sweats purple.
Wow.
30 years since the greatest season in ECU football history. You know how old that makes me feel?
As old as you are.
I wasn't even
Very.
alive.
But Mark Washington, who was one of the great defensive players that season for the Pirates, owns his own gym in town now called Max Fitness. I've talked to Mark. I've known Mark since that season. We've been friends. We went to school together. Mark is convinced this is a breakout season. Remember when I said last week, Clip, there was a former player I talked to who I had I had to talk off the ledge because he was so excited. He is convinced this is going to be a Peach Bowl-like team, like season.
Wow.
That is how fired up he is about the season. He thinks this.
Why
team-
does he think that?
He just believes in these players and the coaches, and he feels that that they're off the radar, kind of like his team in '91. Nobody was really giving them a chance, and nobody was really paying attention to them. But Jeff Blake had a breakout year that year, and he thinks Holton could have a breakout year this year, and that this could be a 10-win season.
I mean, that'd be awesome.
Now, I'm just saying, this is Mark Washington, but he's
Right.
a former player, and he doesn't say this every year. He doesn't go
Right.
every year saying this, but he is that pumped up about the season.
1990 ECU won 5 games and lost, so they were 5-6.
Yeah.
In 1990.
Right. Now, I remember coming in the 91 season, and there was a lot of positivity going into the season. Like, it felt like, I remember talking to the former SGA president at the time saying I thought this could be ECU's year, and it ended up being their year. But there weren't not a lot of people were giving them a chance.
So ECU had 5 wins in 90.
Yeah.
The Pirates should have had 5 wins last year between the Tulsa game and
Right.
the Navy game.
And, who knows? Maybe Mark's on to something. If we sit here 3 months from now we're on the verge of a double-digit win season, I'm going to say the guy's freaking genius.
And did we play it? It was
If
the 7 year thing?
if they win 3 games this year, you're going to call them a freaking idiot or just ignore or forget it? I'm just wondering how we're going to play this.
I think you need to remind me, and I'll call him an idiot. Yeah.
Fair
weather idiot.
What'd you call me?
I'm not calling Mark Washington anything.
Yeah, but it'll be
You can
behind
forget
his
about
back, not to his face, because he is rocked up. He's gotten back in shape too, by the way.
And what about the breakdown we did? Wasn't like 7 years before we won a bowl game? Remember that whole spiel we did?
Yeah, we had maybe it was bowl victories, something like that.
Yeah, maybe it was bowl victories. So I think that plays into effect this year.
Bryce Williams was on the last team that won a bowl. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
07 was Hawaii Bowl. 14 was the last one ECU won. They were a part of.
21.
That was in Tampa, right?
St. Petersburg.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was there.
And then 21. So we're going 7.
So, I mean, we got a lot of factors, I guess.
You got if you look at the trends, this could it be another magical season on the 30th
Let's just win the game. Let's have a 6-win season.
Clipping, just running a possible scenario. There you go.
There's a million possible scenarios.
Okay, boomer.
I'm just. I don't know. I'm trying to.
I know. I get.
We just can't get our hopes so
I get
high.
too hyped up sometimes right before the season kickoff, and I'm trying to just kind of. As I said, I was the one trying to calm Mark down. Usually, it's
what a role reversal.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to. Hey, look, if we get to 6 wins and a bowl game this year, I'd be ecstatic.
Robert says on Facebook Live, it sounds like Mark in his commercial says, "I sweat purple, SMU." He says, "I sweat purple. What's in you?"
Yeah.
But good call there, Robert. I sweat purple. SMU.
Thank you for listening, Robert.
A very attentive listener there, Robert Matthews. Bryce, what do you remember about heading into week 1? You said you were going to talk about this last week, and then we had to push it back a week. So, what is that build up like to that season opener?
Of course, a lot of, I guess, is jitters, I guess, a good thing. And
Butterflies?
Like good jitters, well, maybe not like so much nervous butterflies, but just like, for me, mine was anxious is definitely a good one. Mine was obviously Townsend my senior year, I think, right?
Yes.
Townsend. So, going through the whole, spring, winter, summer. And, for me, obviously, it was, I had high hopes of, good season and everything that I was trying to get, lead the good season towards, with, hopefully going to the NFL and everything like that. So to know that ball's getting to start rolling and everything. So a lot of excitement for sure. And just, each week is trying to take it, week by week.
How much was it, Bryce, going into your last year with that sense of urgency, knowing, okay, I only have 1 season left. If I'm going to make it to the next level, I got to have a spectacular year this year in addition to the team. But you can only control what you can do.
For sure, yeah.
How much of that is, because I think some of that is in play this year with some of these key playmakers, like a Holt Nailers, DJ Ford, these guys that they've kind of got one shot now this season to really kind of get themselves on the map.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a good thing. Good question there, because for me, of course, I was Mackey Award watch list and all that, and I was able to stay in the you're not so much focus too much on, but it kind of was, where am I ranking in my draft class? And I was whatever, top 10, 5, whatever I was, then following, who's in the Mackey Award deal. And
so you were keeping up with that during the season.
Kind of, in a bit, way. I didn't let it totally consume me, but of course it was like, man, I didn't have a good game, I didn't have this many catches, didn't score this game. You're thinking, how's this going to play a role in, draft stock, Mackey Award, the whole, Combine, Senior Bowl, all these things are definitely something I think about after each game if it doesn't go so well. And then I went, for that streak of not scoring for a while, so that, of course, dropped me out of the Mackey Award talk and everything like that. So, I didn't really think about that until you kind of brought it up, everything that kind of plays off of the seniors in their last season. They're wanting to have an outstanding game each week, just to get as much exposure and things like that. So that's definitely a big role for was for me in my mind during that, trying to have the best game I could. So it was fun. It was still fun though.
You mentioned last week like the movies and stuff. Like, what's a game night like? You got to wait all day for that game.
I was thinking about that today because I'm like, man, these guys, I guess they should be already headed down there, right?
Yeah.
And arriving soon. I don't know if they still watch movies.
I think they're probably there by now because they left earlier today.
Yeah. So I guess whatever they're doing now, like maybe not movies yet, but definitely during the day, it was a lot of naps, but you didn't want to like nap too much.
Well, it was naps and snacks for you.
Naps and snacks. Yeah,
that was the big day.
Yeah,
well, so, like preschool.
They want to keep you fresh for game day. Do a walkthrough tonight.
Yeah,
team meal, usually a movie.
Yep, that whole deal. In the morning, I think we would sleep in probably a little bit longer, maybe to like, breakfast was at like 8, maybe 7:30 to 9 or something. Have a quick meeting, then a break, probably close to a 3.5 hour break, something fairly long enough to sleep. So I would Chef probably slept for at least an hour, and then maybe would like do some stretching just to not get too stiff and anything like that. So move around. But it feels like it takes forever. I mean, it's it's a long day until you get there and you're like, man, I'm finally here. So then that's when you start getting the juices flowing. Especially when you do that last final walkthrough, was always exciting for us. Before we got on the bus, we would do a walkthrough, and it was, dead quiet. Only the guys that were in were talking, or it's communication. But we would just have a sharp walkthrough through our main plays. Hardly had any any mental bust there. So once you get to that walkthrough, that's when you kind of switch your mindset to, all right, let's focus. Let's be on point and everything, make sure everything's firing. So let's
talk about the game tomorrow. And a clip I heard you talking about with someone yesterday, I forget who you were talking about, but I kind of have this feeling like it's going to be really close. I don't know if it was Jeff Charles I was talking to you or not. Said, look, if ECU could jump on them early and get a lead, that could kind of maybe take App State by surprise, who might think this ain't going to be a hard, we should be able to beat in East Carolina. They might be thinking of East Carolina as the old, not the East Carolina of what it could be. How important is that for East Carolina to get up on them and then hold that lead, or have to come from behind?
Yeah, I feel like when I was playing, as y'all know, we fired and got on top of people real quick when we had
Shirley and I would do the pregame show and drive over to the stadium. By the time we got there, you guys that era had already had 7 on the board.
Yeah.
Every game.
Oh yeah.
Every game.
I wish I knew the stat how many games we scored on the opening drive.
Yeah.
But I think that's definitely huge for obviously any team, but especially ours. coming out on top. Hopefully we get some big plays first thing. That'd be nice to win the coin toss and receive the ball and go on open and score. But I think that's definitely huge. I feel like we were coming past few years. We were always the ones we would start playing good too late and have to play catch up a lot of the games I remember watching. So hopefully we can be the ones to start on top and make App follow us. And
Clip, how do you see this thing playing out? You watch a lot of football. Do you think it's going to be nip and tuck the whole way? Do you think it could be a blowout one way or the other? Or what do you think is going to happen?
I don't know, Troy. I hope I'm hoping for a good game. I'm thinking it's going to be a good game. It's just it's not going to be a repeat of Georgia State last year, but I am concerned about how well Appalachian State runs the football. I'm concerned that if we do have a weakness on defense, it's the D-line. And I'm concerned about Rick DeBrew, who's a rocked-up guy, not being able to play in the first half.
Yeah. That was, you mentioned Georgia State. I talked to one of my friends affiliated with the team yesterday. I said, it just depends which ECU team comes out. Is it the ECU team that played SMU last year, or is it the ECU team that played Georgia State last year? Those were two totally different teams, same season.
Completely different.
And if Georgia State comes out, this ain't going to be a lot of fun to watch.
No.
If the SMU team comes out that they played, this is going to be a great start to the season.
Not to bring up bad memories, but the Pirates gave up 247 yards rushing that day.
It was ugly.
And it just got away from them. But, again, I'm not thinking it's going to be that kind of game, but I do think App State, will be able to run the football. I'm interested to see if Blake Harrell completely sells out Bryce and stacks the box and makes that quarterback try to beat him.
And I will say that a very different set of circumstances last year, where it was kind of a weird atmosphere. That was like one of the first COVID games.
Yeah.
They did have some fans in there, but not many. This is going to be, I don't want to say electric atmosphere. It's not going to be sold out. but there's going to be 35,000 fans there. Yeah. The fans are going to be pumped up. There's going to be a lot of energy in Bank of America Stadium, and I think that is something our team and a lot of these players, we've heard Coach Houston talk about it in the press conference this week. They haven't even had a chance to experience yet. So I think that's going to fire our team up more than maybe anybody.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that. He's talking about Keaton Mitchell and Rajay Harris and those guys.
They haven't played in front of a crowd.
True.
Yeah.
That just got me kind of fired up. I was like thinking if they've been playing in front of empty stadiums and look how well, they've been playing. So shoot, they get
and ECU, I mean, looking back at it, hasn't played in front of a big crowd since when? Like at UCF, maybe? This is 2019. Cincinnati was a pretty good crowd. That was and ECU, and then went back and forth.
SMU
doesn't have a lot of fans there. That was a great game, and UConn has no fans.
Yeah.
Tulsa at the end of the year weren't a lot of people there, so you might have to go back to October of 2019, the last time ECU played in a real football atmosphere.
Yeah, and I'm talking to a lot of people. I think people are starting to catch the fever now. A lot of people that were on the fence have decided to go. It's going to be a beautiful day in Charlotte tomorrow. High of 84, low of 64. Sunny skies. The remnants of the storm's going to have blown through tonight. And it's going to be great it's going to be great weather tomorrow. And a lot of people, you know what? It is the type of game where all of a sudden you catch the fever and you wake up Thursday morning. Well, you can be to Charlotte in 4 hours from Greenville. Or if you live in Raleigh or Greensboro or Charlotte itself, where we have a huge alumni base, those people, if they've been on the fence and they haven't got tickets, they can still get tickets at the gate and at the door.
Hey, Dad, you want to be a hero? Take your kid out of school tomorrow. Surprise trip to Bank of America.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Dad of the year.
Point. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, the kids will remember that more than what they did in third grade tomorrow. Whatever grade they're in.
Kenny has landed in Charlotte. Kenny Curlings. They're headed to Dale Jr.'s restaurant. What's that called, Chandler? You said it yesterday. Whiskey something?
Oh, Whiskey River?
Whiskey River.
Yeah, I've been
Dale
there.
Jr. spot.
I've been there. I ate there at the Charlotte airport. They've got a location there.
So I'm curious. I bet it's going to be a fun atmosphere even before you get
in the
to the game.
epicenter.
The old tailgating and all that should be. I'm excited.
You doing some tailgating this year? The Pirate Radio tailgate zone?
I would certainly plan to.
How about that, Troy? We hadn't even talked about that. Yeah. Are you ready for next week?
Well, I want to get through tomorrow, and then I will.
But are you going?
You'll be ready
tomorrow?
regardless.
I cannot go, unfortunately.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, my son has.
Forget tomorrow. I'm talking about next week's tailgate
for his middle school football team, and I don't want to miss his first game. But no, I will be firmly ready next week. Yeah,
that'll be your first tailgate in
a long time.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah,
you think he still has it?
In a couple years.
Huh?
You think he still has it?
I think so, but it does concern me a little bit that he's like, we got to get through tomorrow. If you aren't preparing yourself now.
I've been preparing. Every weekend I've been doing a little preparation.
Sure.
Good deal.
I've prepared. We've done some dress rehearsals at Atlantic Beach this summer. So we're ready to go when we're called upon.
Yeah, that's right.
We are
shovel ready. Our number is called. We're going to make it happen.
Nice.
Yeah, so we will have a tailgate a week from Saturday. And this, unfortunately, I wish that South Carolina game was a 6-7 o'clock kickoff.
Oh, hey, what is it?
It's a noon game. God, it would be awesome, especially if ECU wins and to come back to a first home night game against an SEC team.
You kidding
me?
Be
amazing. Now we'll still have fun. We'll still make the most of it.
Yeah.
And look, there could be a fun time after the game.
Right.
For South Carolina.
Oh, man, you win. That's a great celebratory post-game.
Correct. People will linger a long time outside
listen
the
to the fifth quarter. Pop some tops.
Yeah, listen to the post-game. Enjoy it. You stay out there, suck up some good atmosphere.
Billy Weaver will say something crazy.
Yeah, another. What did you call his take?
Well, it was a hot take.
No, but he had said something else.
It was a dumb take.
No,
I don't know what I said.
I forget. He had a good name for it. I was like, that's pretty good.
But we need to take a break. This is part of our Bud Light ECU report. There will be a lot of Bud Lights going down tomorrow during the ECU.
What will Wacky Weaver say next? You're not going to want to miss it.
This is
Shane Beamer will be fired if they lose to East Carolina next week.
This is South Carolina's World Series. Tune in to see what Billy Weaver says next. All right, let's take a timeout. We'll come back when we return. More with Bryce Williams, Troy D., Chandler Honeycutt, Shirley Rhodes. We'll also make you a winner at the end of next segment and open up the booty bag. A lot more to go on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brownwood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brownwood, get an all-new 2021 Buick Enclave and save over $5,250 or 0% for 72 months. And as always, Brownwood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownwoodauto.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Amanda Houston, and when it came time to make the game-winning play for relaxation at our house, I made the right call to Jamie Lang and Carolina Hardscapes. Jamie and his team built the backyard oasis of our dreams with a beautiful custom paver patio, outdoor lighting, and fireplace. Make your backyard incredible and call Carolina Hardscapes today at 364-1201 or visit their showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic Suck. Go Pirates!
Here with Mike Mullis from Fixed NC. And Mike, you were telling me the other day, people ask you all the time, I didn't know you did that. What does that mean?
You know, anything that involves property damage repair, call us first. If it's your crawl space, you've got interior humidity issues, a water loss, your ice maker line breaks, obviously fire and smoke, everybody knows we do those. But anything that involves interior or exterior property damage, we're your repair experts.
Mike, how can everybody get in touch with you?
252-999-0001 or fixednc.com.
Ooh, look at all that Parmesan cheese on that papadilla. Our freshly folded flatbread filled with juicy meats and melted cheese now has a crunchy, toasty outside. Now that's what's poppin'. Order today at papajohns.com.
Hey Pirate fans, order the new Parmesan Crusted Papadilla for only $7. The new Parmesan Crusted Papadilla is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
Blue 42! Blue 42! Unlike football, life doesn't take a timeout, and anything can happen at any time. Unfortunately, anything isn't always a good thing. You need auto and life coverage, and agents. There for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You need North Carolina Farm Bureau insurance. Timeout? Not even in our vocabulary.
Pirate fans, call Brian Coleman or CJ Messerly at 756-3007.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles for my friends at Ed Watkins Marine. I've known Ed personally for years, covering his winning performances on the football field and on NASCAR's pit road. Now Ed is winning on the water, and you get to win too. You win with awesome boat prices from Ed Watkins Marine, and of course, great service after the sale. If you're looking for a new boat, contact Ed Watkins Marine today. They will deliver anywhere. Find them online at edwatkinsmarine.com and tell them the voice sent you.
Sawyer's Fun Park is now open in Greenville. This state-of-the-art 40,000 square foot facility features a 2-story LED interactive laser tag, a one-of-a-kind 2-story ninja course, a ropes course with a 180-degree zip line, and it's only one of 5 in the country that are indoors. Multiple climbing walls, a super cool arcade with 40-plus games, and a brand-new full-service cafe and bar for adults. Visit the brand-new Sawyer's Fun Park, now open, located right behind ARU on Corey Road, Greenville.
The best place for delicious food and great prices is Familia. Familia has something for everyone, like New York-style pizza, lasagna, chicken, veal, or eggplant parmesan, homemade meatballs, plus a variety of seafood selections and favorites, like the steak burger and southern pork chop. If you need food to go, Familia's drive-thru window is open and ready for all takeout orders. Familia, Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College, and FamiliaNC.com.
Pirate Radio.
ECU Pirates. Can't nobody do what we do. You know. That's right. All right then.
Yeah! The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Live well, move more, and hurt less with Kinetic Physical Therapy. If you're recovering from an injury, getting back into sports, dealing with everyday pain or fatigue, then Kinetic Physical Therapy can help you get back on track and live well. Kinetic has national certified Therapists for physical, occupational, speech, and massage therapy, all in a state-of-the-art facility on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. Visit kineticptgreenville.com for more information. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
All right, I posted last night, last time ECU played Appalachian State, 2012. Some interesting names from that game. Andrew Bodenheimer getting in the end zone. Chip Thompson with a scoop and score for the Pirates. Justin Hardy in his second year with the team scored. But do you remember... I'll ask Troy D first.
Do you remember?
So you were on that team, right, Bryce? Was that like a redshirt year, or did you play in 2012?
That was like that redshirt year.
Yeah.
Because Justin Jones was still there.
2012, Troy D, who started the season opener at quarterback for ECU?
Wow, the one TJ Lee. Wait.
No, this was... Yeah, it was that game. No. TJ Lee.
That was 2008.
That's against Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Who was it?
I was thinking about Lance Ray because he scored a kickoff return for a touchdown against App State. 2012 starting quarterback for the Pirates was
2012.
Come on.
I'm gonna go Rio Johnson.
That is correct.
Yep.
Wow. Bit of a trick question because he started that game, started the next week in South Carolina,
and then here came.
See, why couldn't I get these questions during sports trivia?
Sorry, I asked you who Jake Coochman was.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's on me, not you. Not knowing who Jake Coochman is.
Who's that guy? Sounds familiar.
Been around a little bit. But yeah, so Shane came in mop-up duty in the South Carolina game, and then I think started the rest of his career here at ECU.
Yeah.
If I recall.
But you're right. Shane was not anointed the starter.
But again, I posted that, and an App State fan said, "Man, it should be a great game tomorrow night. Two completely different teams since then." And he's right. The roles have kind of reversed. ECU was the favorite that day.
Yeah.
Not the case 9 years later.
Yeah, the hunted have become the hunter.
That's right. And we're hunting.
Yeah,
we are.
And you know something about, and my goodness, look at the well-dressed Brian Bailey.
Oh, wow.
With a tie on.
What's going on here?
Did somebody die? Bailey's in a tie. Who died?
Wow, that's unusual.
It is. We'll see if he enters the studio.
Yeah. Bailey, come on in here for a second.
Come on down. The price is right. All right, so Troy and Bryce have the Pirates winning this football game by a pretty narrow margin. You said 6, right? And Troy's got 3.
Yeah.
We'll make our predictions coming up Thursday.
I don't want to go as bold as saying it comes down to a field goal, but I think it's going to come down to the wire.
Okay. Maybe we get a stop on defense to win it.
That'd be exciting.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Game-ending pick by Jaquan McMillan.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Just hope for no
strip
pass.
back.
Bruce Bivens.
Just hope for no pass interference call like in the Tulsa game last year.
Oh,
what a great coverage by Warren Saber.
Hey, who's reffing this game? What league officials are reffing this football game? We need to find that out.
That is seriously, that's a good question.
By the way, this is on ESPNU.
It is
coming up on Thursday night.
Will it also be on ESPN Plus then for folks? I've had some people ask me that.
No, I don't. I think Plus is its own entity.
So it is not. What if you have?
But it is on ESPN 3.
Okay, I'm getting so confused on all the mobile stuff from ESPN.
Yeah, Plus is different.
Plus is different.
It's like its own network.
Okay.
But we are ESPNU.
Yeah, you can watch it streaming.
Okay.
On your device.
Right. Bailey, come in here for a second.
Oh, we got to get Bailey. You got to see what Brian Bailey's wearing today.
Yeah, slide over here. What's going on? You look very nice.
I had to do the 5. I had to pick something up. I got to get to the 6.
Oh, the hats look great, by the way.
They do.
Did you save me one?
Let me think. Did you save Troy? No.
All right. Because I was going to charge you to wear it anyway.
I got 2 for you.
Oh, thank you, Bailey. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'm still trying to figure out who Weaver's favorite in the game.
Yeah. Got a lot of text and
say that for folks that might have missed that.
Scrambled eggs.
So Bailey, he said he's trying to figure out Billy Weaver's take on ECU App State, and Weaver said this is App State's Super Bowl, the team that's favored by 10.5, that has not had a losing record since joining FBS, is treating ECU as their Super Bowl, which is a pretty wild take. And Bailey said he's got some scrambled eggs up there, making a Billy's Beach Breakfast.
It's been a busy summer
reference. Yeah. He's been on the beach a little too long. But anyway, all right. So we need to take another break, and we also need to make somebody a winner. We got to go Pirate Radio Outdoors. We got a lot to do.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and make somebody a winner right now, Charlotte.
What do we got?
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
All right, our Wednesday winner shall win what, Shirley Rhodes?
A $15 gift card courtesy of AJ McMurphy.
All right, that is a good one. We'll be watching football tonight, and I have 30 college football questions prepared for sports trivia tonight, 8 o'clock at AJ's. You can be a winner of a gift card right now if you are caller number
12.
Caller number 12, 317-1250. We're back with the turtle rescuer, Bryce Williams, Troy D, and more to go, a lot more to go after this.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, a wave of refreshment. Crafted using our unique Brew Pure process. Made pure. Nothing tastes like White Claw Hard Seltzer.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, available in 5 fruit flavors, 2 grams of carbs, gluten-free, and 100 calories. Find it at whiteclaw.com. White Claw Hard Seltzer, nothing tastes quite like it. Proudly distributed by Coastal Beverage. Please drink responsibly.
Guess what, Greenville? Calzones are back. Community Calzone is the only restaurant in town specializing in calzones. Choose from over 50 different calzones, or you design your own with unlimited options, including vegetarian. Community Calzone also features wings, huge salads, and more. Plus, they deliver to almost everywhere in Pitt County. Located on Greenville Boulevard next to Ashley Furniture Warehouse, they're open for lunch, dinner, and late night for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. It's Community Calzone.
Hey Pirate fans, your one-stop shop for all your tailgate essentials is Shimmer Boutique. Need some purple and gold to wear? Shimmer has a great selection of clothing for men, women, and children. Need some shoes? Shimmer has the best selection of Hey Dudes around. Need a cooler for tailgating? Shimmer has you covered with a huge selection of Yeti and outdoor accessories. Shimmer, just 1 minute from the stadium on Greenville Boulevard behind Starbucks and in Winterville and Jacksonville. Find us online at shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates!
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Cuccinella, inviting you and your family to come by Cuccinella's Pizzeria and Italian Ice. Cuccinella's has been serving our special family recipe New York-style pizza since 1932. We think you'll taste the difference in just one bite. When you come in for a pie, don't forget to try our house-made Italian ice or gelato. We make small batches every day from scratch with all fresh ingredients. Cuccinella's on Old Tar Road across from Plant and See, Cuccinellas.com, and on Facebook and Instagram.
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
The Rick House, Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar, has great specials throughout the week, like $10 Tuesdays. Get 8 traditional wings and a draft beer for just $10. Wednesday night is date night, 2 salads, an appetizer, a bottle of wine, 2 entrees, and a dessert for just $55. Friday is smokehouse night with the best ribs and brisket around. Saturday is Italian night, featuring all of our made-from-scratch pastas along with 2 glasses of wine. And on Sunday is the legendary brunch from 10 to 2. The Rick House, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
This is ECU assistant football coach Roy Tesh, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting, signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more is Signs and Tint. Be sure to stop by their office at 801 Staten Road in Greenville, or you can book an appointment online at signsandtint.com. And congratulations to Jonathan Landis of Farmville. Picked up a $15 gift card to AJ McMurphy's, and AJ's has got a big event coming up tomorrow afternoon. And for more, here's Chandler.
At 4 o'clock, AJ McMurphy's get the season started for ECU football at AJ's. Party starts at 4 o'clock. Food is at 6. Watch the game there at 7:30. So get the season started at AJ McMurphy's tomorrow, your tailgating headquarters.
And now back to you, Clip.
Bryce,
your mic's hot.
Bryce loves nothing more than talking as we're coming on the air. Do you have a question for Chandler? You're good now.
Yeah, you're on.
Is AJ McMurphy's playing the game? Do you think they'll show the game?
Yeah, they're going to have the game, Bryce.
Yeah, are they playing in the game? No, they're not playing in the game, but they will have
playing the game in the restaurant.
Yes, they will have it on their TVs.
Yes.
Okay.
It's on ESPNU, widely available for folks.
Oh, perfect.
And for bars. We'll be there tonight, 8 o'clock. There will be a game on TV tonight, as there is a random college football game. The Montgomery kickoff between UAB and Jacksonville State. So it's at 7:30
You gonna watch
tonight.
it?
I don't know what the
Hell yeah, every minute of it.
I DVR'd Hard Knocks. I laughed so hard when you told Bailey you were hate watching it, because I knew exactly what you meant.
It's tough to get through.
I was amazed by the drone footage they had of the last one. How did they, what was your I missed your tweet about it. It got Bailey all upset.
I just said it's amazing this institution has these facilities and got outscored by like 60 by Washington.
Yeah, it is their facility is absolutely stunning. Like, I know I've made fun of Bailey about going to the Star.
Well, you about ruined a friendship.
I know. But now after seeing it, I almost want to go visit the Star and check it out. It's pretty damn cool.
I'm good.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, as far as just an absolute incredible football facility, it's got to be the nicest one in the country.
Yeah, I mean, Jerry does everything top notch.
I laughed so hard though, where he takes the helicopter from Frisco to wherever they play. Where was he? Like, it wasn't very far wherever he's taking the helicopter, but they land, and I guess he didn't take his son with him.
Yeah, Stephen Jones.
Steven. So he goes, Daddy, can you come pick me up, Daddy?
You left me,
All
Daddy.
right, go get him. I'm like, why did you leave without him in the first place? He's with him at every game. He sits next to him in the box every game. Why did he leave on the helicopter without him? And
then what did he say? Like,
and then they went back and got him and circle around a couple times.
He said that's the way. That's the really way to F up the start of a day or something like that.
Yeah, this is like a turnover right here to start the season.
Sorry, Daddy.
Sorry, Daddy.
You missed the helicopter ride, Stephen.
I want me some glory.
Daddy, can you bring the helicopter back to get me, please, Daddy?
Your Jerry Jones sounds too much like Rick Smith. You gotta.
I want me some glory.
That's better.
That's better.
That's a little bit better.
But I mean, seriously, they ride the helicopter around like we drive the Pirate Radio truck around. It's incredible. It's just like an Uber for him.
Yeah.
No stoplights.
He lives in a different world than I do.
Yeah, I just thought it was
In
hilarious.
Jerry's world.
That he left without him, and then he had to go back and pick him up.
Turn this baby around. Let's go get Steven.
All right, go get him.
All right, Bryce. Man, another turtle save from you.
Are you serious?
If you missed it earlier in the show,
lead the league in turtle saves.
Doing my best way I can to save the turtles.
Are you doing it now just for show material, or are you?
Are you planning turtles?
Are you doing this because, like, if you were on the air with us, would you still be doing this?
Yeah, yeah, I did it outside of not even knowing it was going to get talked about.
Okay. Here's the biggest question: if you're Mr. Turtle Saver, are you still drinking from plastic straws? Are you doing paper straws?
I don't do straws most of the time.
Now, what's happening with the turtles with straws?
I think that's more so sea turtles, right?
They're taking away I know down at Carolina Beach they were given paper straws instead of plastic straws because people like just throw it around, throw it on the ground, throw it on the beach, and it was messing with the turtles.
Their nose.
What does it mean messing with the turtles? What do the turtles do with the straws?
It gets in their nose. I don't know. Just happens.
They get addicted to cocaine and start using them to what are they doing with the straws?
I don't know.
I can't sign on. Look, first of all, I'm not a fan of littering. I think people should throw their garbage out. First of all, you won't have a problem. Second of all, I cannot sign on to paper straws. They suck.
I'm not a straw guy anyway. I don't use straws.
I am a straw guy, and I will not. I despise paper straws.
Yeah. They don't work as well as plastic.
No, they fall apart. They're gross.
Yeah. Then you end up eating a straw because it's soggy and it gets in your mouth, and you might eat some.
Maybe we should just BYO straw everywhere we go. Have your own.
That's true.
Why are plastic straws so bad for sea turtles?
Because they eat them. They said
there's all types of crap they could eat that people leave
that
behind.
is true, but it's also plastic associated chemicals that are in the water that causes birth defects and other ailments in relation to sea turtles.
Bryce, next time you save a turtle, make sure you tell them not to eat straws.
I'll tell them.
All right.
I'll be sure.
You do talk to the turtles.
Yeah, you gotta let them know. Like,
so where was
now,
this
don't
last?
you go back that way, buddy.
Where was this turtle? I think it was on.
And what if you put it on the wrong side of the road and they were trying to?
I know. I do it. I'll take them the way they're facing.
Okay, where they're going.
Now, if they're facing down the road, I can't. I don't know.
50-50 chance.
Put them in the back of the truck.
You got a choice, left or right. You either split them from their family or you didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So most time it's just a single turtle, and this was the eastern box turtle, and
pretty one.
Yeah, he was pretty, and he was facing whatever side of the road. I think it was on like Highway 258 or something. No, where was I? I think I put the location on the that
What do you put
video.
them on Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just Instagram video. I think it's important to get the same turtles out there, and they're just helpless.
Yeah.
I feel like, man, they're sitting right where my tire's about to go. And
now, do you stop in the middle of the road?
Troy had a question earlier. How much
blinkers
room,
on?
Yeah, how much room do you have when you do this? Like, you don't want to stop traffic and cause a wreck.
If there's someone behind, most of the time where I'm driving, there's no one around me. So if there's someone behind me, I just won't look in my rear view because I don't know if that person. I'm more of a.
You don't want to see what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
I do that too. Like if there's something in the road and I go by it, I'm like, well, he's safe. He's fine.
Exactly. So, most of the time, I'm always kind of looking around at stuff. Most of the time, I'm focused on the road, so that means I'm looking at the road. So, and most of the time I notice something in the road pretty far ahead. So. Once I'll just brake, and sometimes I'll just back up about 100 yards or something. I tell you, I don't want to skirt the tires and hit the brakes too hard. But like I said, if someone's behind me,
God, what if you backed up and hit the turtle trying to save the
exactly,
turtle?
that
Don't
would
you feel
be bad.
terrible?
Yeah. So I'm careful. It's a dangerous job.
You're doing the Lord's work for these turtles.
I'm trying. That's
good stuff.
You sit there. They're just sitting there. They don't know what they're doing. They're just trying to get warm, I guess. And
or going for food.
I think
maybe
it's
across the
important.
way.
Maybe I could start something like people save turtles, but don't risk your life. If someone's behind you,
I read this tweet earlier in the show. I didn't want to bring it up to you, Bryce, but I saw this that a guy named Brooks actually met him at the ECU Regional, but he said he narrowly avoided a turtle crossing the road. The car behind him also missed the turtle, but the lady 2 cars behind him splattered the turtle all over the road.
It's a shame. The only good thing is it's quick. They don't really know anything when it happens.
They don't suffer.
No, they don't suffer. So that's the only maybe positive.
Well, and turtles are one of those things like you want to save. Like they seem to be such friendly creatures. Like if it was a snake on the road, you'd probably aim for it, right?
I wouldn't stop and move it.
You're not going to stop and save a snake.
They got a chance. They can slither pretty daggum quick. A turtle, he hasn't going.
But my point is, you would have swerved for a snake. You want to brake for a snake, you go right over it. The turtle is a friendly creature.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I'm saving a turtle. I'll try and avoid some, but the snake he's SOL because look.
You're not going to mess with a deer.
And look how much
You're
road.
not going to stop to try and move a deer off the road.
If it's alive, I would try, but if it's dead, no. I wouldn't move.
Possum. You're not going to brake for a possum.
I'll try and swerve over a possum because, like I said, the only reason I feel bad for the turtles because they obviously.
And they're slow.
That's the only reason. That's one of the main reasons because
they seem to be friendly creatures.
Yeah, and they don't have a fighting chance to get across fast enough by the time a car comes. Possum, snake. Snake is like I said, crapped out of luck because look how much more road you can't really dodge a snake unless you probably go all the way across the other lane, which is then again.
That'd be gross to see the snakes slithering on the road too.
Yeah,
snakes creep me out, man.
There's something about the old turtles, man. It's just
I like a turtle.
I don't want to ride over a snake because I'm scared it'll get like
Ooh,
caught
God,
in the tire, and then in the car. Like,
just gave me the heebie-jeebies.
I know. Speaking of what was in the car, I don't know if I have the video anymore.
You get caught in your wheel well?
No.
Then
you bring it in your garage, and then it's in your house.
Speaking of what was, speaking of
baby snakes.
Dang.
You got a whole.
All of a sudden, you're infested. You got to move.
Yeah,
burn down the house.
Of what was in something in your car. So at Jay's car lot, one of the guys when I was up there was like, "Well, this is a first." And they were working on the car, and there was no lie, a crab about the size of my hand. The guy, like full intact crab, it was dead. When he moved like the under panel, like under the motor, there was a crab.
Hit a dead crab in his car?
Dead crab under the car.
That is weird.
How did you get under there?
Did he put it there or just crawled on its own?
No, it was just the car they were working on, and it was literally the size of my hand. I was like, how in the world does a crab get in a car?
Dead crab car.
Yeah, well, where did it come from? How did it get there? That's weird.
Climb real. So
weird, wild stuff. Shirley, do we have one more break? We got to take it. We will come back and wrap it up on a Wednesday. Never really got to Pirate Radio Outdoors. The turtle segment took care of that today. Yeah,
I know. I had some good stuff.
Save your stories for next week if you can, Bryce.
I'll try. It's
game week.
I can say it.
All right, we're back with more to wrap it up. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Pirate Nation, your ECU football team is getting ready for another season, and they need you inside Downey-Ficklin Stadium. Football season tickets are on sale now, and great seats are still available. Come out and watch your Pirates take on SEC opponent South Carolina, preseason top 10 Cincinnati, and many more. Season tickets start at just $99 and can be purchased online at ECUPirates.com or over the phone at 1-800-DIAL-ECU. Buy yours today, and let's bring back Rowdy Downey. Go Pirates!
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
Save lives, be a hero, and make $1,000 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. At Grifols, it adds up fast. New donors can earn up to $1,000 in your very first month. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA, 505 South Memorial Drive, Greenville. Find your donor center at grifolsplasma.com. Make up to $1,000 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay.
Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting, signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more is Signs and Tint. Signs and Tint is family owned and operated right here in Greenville, and their NC licensed electricians specialize in ceramic coating, vehicle wraps, and more. Signs and Tint offers 10% off for military and first responders. Also, make sure to mention Pirate Radio at checkout for a discount. Stop by their office today at 801 Staten Road or visit them online at signsandtint.com.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Come pop a top this ECU football season at Jarvis Street Bottle Shop. Jarvis Street Bottle Shop is a specialty shop selling craft, domestic, and import brews, along with wine and growlers. Hosting a tailgate? Stop by the shop and grab a keg for your party or event. The Bottle Shop offers monthly beer and wine tastings featuring rotating NC craft breweries, along with live music and discounts. Stop by the shop Tuesday through Sunday or check them out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
This is Dr. Phil Perdue with Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. My colleagues and I recognize how difficult this time is for everyone in our community. We continue to see patients during the week while taking precautions to keep everyone safe. Our extended care clinic is now open on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. so you can avoid the emergency department for your urgent orthopedic care. For more information, please contact us at 757-2663 or visit our website at orthoeast.com.
Come and explore great shopping in downtown Washington at Naughty Life. Hi, this is Gina from Naughty Life, and new fall merchandise is arriving every day, featuring all the new Yeti products, like the loadout buckets and waterproof dry duffel bags. We have new fall clothes for men, women, and children. At Naughty Life, we have something perfect for any occasion, like new jewelry and a great selection of sunglasses from Costa, Reflect, and RCI. Visit Naughty Life on Main Street in historic downtown Washington, and like us on Instagram and Facebook.
This is Tim Doust, ECU Football Special Teams Coordinator, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a quick look at your stock market report for today. The Dow was down 48 points at 35,312. The NASDAQ was up 29 at 15,611, and the S&P was up a point at 4,524. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. And now let's head back in to the show. Here's Clip Brock.
Alrighty, wrapping up a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. I apologize to Bryce Williams. We couldn't get to his fishing stories from last week because he caught a big one, so save it for next week, Bryce.
I'll save it.
We'll also recap ECU App State with you next Wednesday and preview ECU South Carolina with you next Wednesday.
It's all a good time.
Big week on tap.
Yeah.
Troy D, enjoyed it?
Fired up, ready to go. Good times. Go Pirates.
Thursday, 3:30, we are with you on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. 4 hours of pregame coverage taking you up to kickoff. After the game, it's the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. Also, coming up before our pregame on Thursday, Troy, you're one-on-one with the Chancellor.
Yeah, right at 3 o'clock. It should be fun. Tomorrow marks 19 seasons for Pirate Radio.
Wow.
For football.
Wow.
Glad you guys could be a part of it.
I am thankful to be a part of the squad. All right, Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt.
Let's do the damn thing tomorrow.
All right, hey, watch your language. Intern Preslin, Bryce, Troy D. We'll see you Thursday, 3:30 on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We'll see you then. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB